to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
In Eastern Kentucky, being connected to the world has never been easier. With our 100 meg package at only $44.95 a month, you can be sure to always stay connected and up to date. But if that's not fast enough, we offer even faster, with the layest technology to make sure you're getting the most out of your service. Give us a call today or check out tgtel.com for more information. Thacker Grigsby, bringing the future to Eastern Kentucky.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Heinemann Pharmacy, located inside the new Heinemann Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Heinemann Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Heinemann Bypass. Call the Heinemann Pharmacy at 785-0513.
This telecast is copyrighted by Hometown 24 for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or retransmission of this game without the express written consent of Hometown 24 is prohibited.
Brought to you by Bank of Hyman, Thacker Grigsby, Hayden Citizens Bank, ISOM IGA, ARH, Bluegrass Sports Nation, TVS, and HT24plus.com.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Estill County High School, where they're having a tournament, but it kind of feels like a band competition. I'm Jamie Hughes, and this is James Sandlin, and they've got the bands cranked up, brother.
Yeah, you walked in about the time the train whistle was going from Estill County.
Old memories, son.
Yes, sir.
Good memories. But we are in Irvine or Irvine, depending on who you're talking to, for the 2024 Girls 14th Region Basketball Tournament. Night number 2, James, and this one sees the whole school taking on the winners of the 55th District, Estill and Breathitt. A lot of similarities on paper.
Yeah, when you look at them, there's a whole lot of similarities. This should be a really good basketball game. Of course, last night, 2 tickets got punched. Prairie Central and Owsley moves on to play Friday night. Who's going to join them in game number 2 Friday night? We're about 14 minutes away from finding out who's going to be the third team.
We're so thankful to all of you that have chose to tune us in. We know there are many other options, but we believe we're the number one option for you, and we're glad that you and your family have chose to tune us in here. And thanks so very much to all the staff for HT24 for allowing us to have a part of this, James. And as this chapter unfolds, night number 2, it's just like you said last night, win or go home.
Yeah, it's win or go home. It's no play tomorrow if we lose. Got practice at 4 o'clock or right after school. If you don't win, you don't advance. And this time of the year, it's a special time because that is on the line.
We would believe, of course, obviously the home school has the advantage of getting to be here on their home floor, but not that bad for the Lady Cats of Breathitt either. Let's dive in and talk a little bit about them and some of the things you see as you've been doing your homework on Breathitt County.
Yeah, well, Coach Hayes comes here. Of course, they're the winner of the 55th District champion. They beat the Wolfe County Wolves to get here. Wolfe County got knocked out last night by Prairie Central in the second game. They come in here with 18-11 records. They're going to play a lot. They're probably a slow-paced ball game. They only average in the mid-40 points a ball game, so probably really going to focus on their half-court sets.
And with that said, I feel like both of these two teams will be kind of much the same in that aspect. And I say that one of them will come out and run and gun from the gate, but we kind of look for them to be similar in defenses and offenses.
Yeah, I look for a more slower-paced game than what we've seen last night. Of course, Prairie Central likes to get out and run. Owsley likes to get out and run. But these two teams, you're right, they're similar in it. They run a really good half-court set. Both teams average in the mid to upper 40s for the ball game. But Breathitt's going to go as Lexi Combs takes them. She's their leading scorer, 14 points a ball game. And then, of course, underneath's got the Gross kid, who's averaging about 7-9 rebounds a ball game. So the Breathitt County will go as those two take them tonight.
They will. Breathitt shoots a lot of outside shots, James. On the season, the Lady Bobcats, or the Lady Cats as we will refer to them, shot 638 three-pointers. So they're going to shoot a bunch of them, but you just got to see the ball go through the rim early and often for 4 quarters to get the W.
Yeah, you're right. That's the name of the game. It's got to go through the hoop. If you want to win tonight, you got to score the points, and it'll be interesting to see which one of them can eliminate, second, third, fourth shot opportunities underneath the goal.
Then as we flip our attention to Estill County, it's home court advantage. There's an extra pride there. They want to be the one team out of the 4 runners up to get to the next round. And to do that, what do they got to do?
Well, Coach Maines, he comes in here 14, 18 records. I think the same thing he's got to do. They can't have silly turnovers. And they really got to control the pace of the ball game, run their half-court set, and keep Breathitt off the boards. If they can get Breathitt to a 1 and out 90% of the time, and home court advantage, everybody else took a bus trip. Estill drove their own cars to the gym.
Of course, they've got Miss Angel. She's going to be mentioned early and often throughout all of this. And then Sarah Baker. Baker will be called upon to, I think, probably help her team go on to the next round.
Yeah, both of those are the leading scorers of Estill County. They're also the leading rebounders, which tells me they drive to the goal a lot. And if they see one drive, the other one's probably cutting, trying to get a rebound, second shot opportunity, which we talked about earlier. So it'll be interesting to see which one of them can control the boards. Both of them shoot about 60% from the free throw line. But I really expect whoever can win the battle of the boards tonight will advance to Friday night.
Of course, last night we saw one of the, I think, better offensive rebounders offense and defensive rebounders that we've seen in a long time. And looking back upon it, she's one of the reasons that Owsley not only won, but won by the margin they did. Owsley really, James, when you get time to think about it after you get home or this morning or even on the way down here, Owsley County was very impressive in their win last night.
Well, you heard Coach Smith. He talked about her last night. Said, boys and girls, he's coached both. She was the best outlet rebounder he's ever had. Purry, same way. Purry gets it and goes. Mac Lawrence, leading scorer, leading rebounder. Emily Neese right there with her.
Since you wasn't with me, I had to drive down by myself. I kept talking to myself. I said, Jamie, was Purdy Central more like the running Rebels or were they more like the Razorbacks? I don't know, but, buddy, they play quick pace, my friend.
They play quick pace. It'll be the opposite of this game. But what's even better about this one is while you was driving down the parkway, some of us had to make sure David Adams got in gates. I mean, I watched him have some trouble with some gates here getting in and out. The fans had to come down and make sure that David got in with us.
Well, again, he always makes the trip fun. James, on that note, for all of us, I know the station manager, Josh Cornick, won't mind me saying this for him. Thank you to Estill County High School. Yeah. Man, they've been really, really good hosts. If this school was about 60 more miles east, I'd love it even more. Yeah. But they've done a phenomenal job already in the first round of this tournament.
Yeah, the hospitality is great. Like I won't say everywhere because I've learned my lesson, but 99% of the places we went this year, the hospitality's been good. Of course, tomorrow night, the boys open up the 14th region out of Powell County. So for the next 2 nights, me and you and Hometown 24, David and Manus, will be traveling to Powell County High School. So get that one started off.
James, you know that it's Owsley, and you know, again, they play Prairie Central. But you got to take care of business down here on this bottom part of this bracket. Of course, the nightcap coming up a little later on. You got to be in it.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, if you don't win it, you go watch somewhere else. You can watch Hometown 24. But that second ball game for tonight is going to be a really, really good basketball game. I expect it to get up and down. Both teams like to go in that Hazard-Letcher game. Just going to be two different philosophies. This game's going to be a little slow. I think a little slow tempo. Both teams really working the half-court set compared to the second game.
I wonder how much the crowd will. Second time I've said it, but it's worth pointing out. Estill County getting to play on their home court. You know, here, even though it's the beginning of the first game, than what there were for two of them last night.
Oh, I agree with you, man. You know, we talked about it at the beginning of the broadcast. There's nothing like coming into Estill County and in Estill County, you know something special's getting ready to happen.
Yes, indeed. And again, one more time, hello to all of you tuning us in on YouTube and Facebook, and of course on cable back home. James, final seconds here. What's the two things, we'll narrow it down to two, that both teams want to do early in this basketball game?
Control the boards and no silly turnovers.
I agree with that. I'll go with boards and tempo. I think you want to play at a pace in which your team's comfortable. Get everybody on the same page, but then that goes back to turnovers. You limit your turnovers, you control the way you want things to go, and good things happen. But guys, for March Madness right here on HT24, Hometown 24. Let's take a short commercial break. Manus Blair and David Adams will be back to tip us off for night number 2.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS. Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head to head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Appalachian Wireless Girls. In the books, we have Owsley County moving on, and Manus, they looked pretty good last night, I have to say. They played against a good basketball team. Okay, Owsley, they shot the lights out.
They put their stamp on what they believe will be a run to Rupp Arena last night as they defeated Knott County Central. So whoever comes through is going to have to go through the Owls to win this thing.
I think so, and the way they shot it last night, it's going to be tough for anybody to. I mean, Patriots are a pretty good ball team, had a good season this year. And
that's going to be a real semifinal, David Adams, between Owsley County and Prairie County Central.
Yeah, and let's don't leave out the Commodores. I thought they looked good last night. Neese
played a lot of people.
Becca Lawrence was playing really well.
Yep.
And Couch, of course, Taylor, And both couches looked extremely well last night.
So that's going to be a real semifinal, and we'll have the semifinal set after tonight's 2 games as well.
Now tonight we got a Breathitt County team who's had 3 ACLs,
right.
1 in December, 2 in January, 3 starters. So, you know, Coach is just trying to get by at this point, Manus.
20-some points.
Yeah.
27 points a game is out now for the Breathitt County Lady Bobcats. Trying to get their feet under them, and some of the younger girls and some that had a slight role now have a major role in playing for the Lady Bobcats.
Yeah, and you look at Estill County, they've also had an injury, and so both of these teams is a little undermanned from what they started the season with.
And, of course, they lost J.C. Long, who was their leading scorer, out after the 15th game. I saw a lot of different highlights and stuff. When you look at Sarah Baker for Estill County, as I see her shooting threes and knocking them down, she could play for anybody in the 14th region.
Right.
Is very long and very athletic. So looking forward to this basketball game. Estill County, of course, lost Owsley County in the finals of the 56-42-32. And it was really a closer game than a 10-point. And they played a slow pace, played to their pace. Breathitt County, of course, won the 55th. And, of course, they won 44-32 against the Wolf County Wolves. So expect, when you look at both of these teams, expect a game in the 30s or 40s tonight.
Right.
And it
surprise me.
Maybe which team gets to 40 first is one's going to take the victory tonight.
Absolutely. We're just about a couple minutes away from getting the starting lineups here at Estill County High School, the host school for the 14th Girls Regional Tournament. Remember, it's the Appalachian Wireless Girls 14th Regional Tournament. We want to thank those fine folks for the sponsorship. Also, when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups, and we'll be ready to tip it off from Estill County. Stay with us.
At HCTC, you're more than just a student.
I am motivated.
I am retired.
I am a grandmother.
I am a veteran.
I am an entrepreneur.
I am a son.
I am a small business owner.
I am HCTC.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Some may see you as victims, and no doubt you have lost much and endured even more. But we at KRCC see you as the strong and resilient survivors that you are, and our team stands ready side by side with you as you rebuild your lives and we help rebuild the communities that we all hold so dear. If you need our help, please call KRCC at 1-800-262-7491 or stop by any KRCC location and ask for help. KRCC cares.
Just want to watch the game.
That turned on the ceiling fan. Use the gray remote. Hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Girls 14th Regional Tournament. Perry County, Central Owsley County has advanced. Now night 2, we'll see who will join them, Manus Blair. And we're getting ready for the starting lineups and game 1 of the second night. Manus?
We are ready to watch some basketball, and thanks to the hospitality room at Estill County High School for the nice meal we had.
Very good.
And for the visitors on the scoreboard will be the Breathitt County Lady Bobcats, 18-11 on the season. Number 3, 8th grade guard Alexi Combs. Number 4, freshman guard Alexis Pelfrey. Number 1, junior guard Brindley Gross. Number 15, senior guard Jerica Neese.
And at center, freshman number
Bobcats are coached by Mr. Brandon Hayes.
Coach Hayes is a graduate of Alice Lloyd College, and he played for Coach Gary Gibson.
He certainly did. And now the home team on the scoreboard will be the Estill County Lady Engineers, 14-18 on the season. Number 11, sophomore guard Callie Snowden. Number 24, sophomore forward Ava Hale. Number 20, senior forward Sarah Baker. And number 32, senior forward Haley Angel. And the Lady Engineers are coached by Mr. Jonathan Mayhanes. And it is his first year at Estill County High School. The referees tonight, of course, will be from the 15th region.
And it looks like we have a good, pretty decent crowd. A good crowd has come in for the first game of the second night.
At an early time is Stacy for Estill County, Breathitt County, and Baker of Estill County will square off as official Tyrone Fields will throw it up. And the tip will go to Estill County, and that is Snowden with the basketball. Man-to-man looks like, David Adams.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. You want your team to have good energy flow at the start of the game. First couple times down, you want to do man. You want to just get the flow going in the game and have some energy.
Snowden looking and very patient as they were in the finals of the 56th against Owsley. And it's knocked away, stolen by Pelfrey. 8th grader Lexi Combs with the basketball, averaging 14.4 on the season.
Estill County coming out in a very aggressive man.
Forcing the offense way out as the shot is taken and missed, and that was by Gross. Both teams playing man-to-man basketball.
Thought about the shot, decided not to go that way, and you would think she'd post. Here she is.
And that's Angel, and she's up, and she misses it. Stacy with the rebound.
Thought she got out of that easy, Manus, to be honest. She didn't go up strong and use the glass.
And, you know, in tournament play, you got to go through the contact. As Combs goes in, it's blocked. And the rebound is going to come down to, and it's going to be tied up as Skinner had the basketball, could not get it to anyone, and was tied up by the Lady Bobcats, and they will retain. Really tough to see those numbers, David Adams.
Yeah, Breathitt County in the black uniform, and their numerals are very tough with the blue number.
Stacy with the move off the board, misses it. Rebound comes down to Skinner. Baker long and lean and a nice athlete.
Under 6 minutes, first quarter, no score yet from Estill County.
And are you talking about, David, that Angel needs to get position, both Baker and Angel. As Snowden goes in, jump stop, misses it. And it will go Breathitt County's direction.
You would think she would work from block to block, you know, and she's got the strength.
Looks like to me to have the size advantage against Breathitt County.
Yes.
No score as we get to the 5.5-minute mark of the first quarter. That foul will be I think it's going to be on Snowden. No, it's not on Snowden.
Angel gets the foul.
It's going to be Angel.
Little contact there.
Official just pointed in the wrong direction. Gives it up to Combs, and she goes up. And it goes out of bounds, and it will be a turnover on the Lady Engineers.
Yeah, Snowden must have bounced that off of a teammate's foot, or maybe her own foot, as she made the quick turn under the basket.
Like I said, Combs, 8th graders, averaging 14 points for the Lady Bobcats, and the shot is taken. And Skinner with her 3rd rebound already.
Gross with a good shot. 12-footer.
Short corner shot, really a tough shot, but got to put that one down. Snowden goes in, kicks it out to Skinner through her hands and out of bounds.
Both teams having a tough time.
Struggling with a moment right now, David Adams.
5-minute mark, no score yet. Estill County, second night of the Appalachian Wireless Girls 14th Region Tournament.
Will throw it away. Nope, doesn't throw it away as Pelfrey saves the basketball.
Spacing is a little bit of a topic right now as Coach Hayes is trying to get a little more spacing in.
And Gross misses point blank range.
Another good look for Gross. Breath at 32 on defense.
And it looks like David, I'm not really sure.
Now they match up after one pass. They'll match up.
And Baker trying to take it, kicks it back out to Snowden. And there's going to be a timeout for Estill County.
Be a 30 seconds, so we'll leave it here. Looking at the crowd, next game coming up, Letcher and Hazard. Should be a dandy.
Should be a good game. A good game.
Yeah.
Played earlier at Hazard. We had that game down at the
butter roll left from Ann Dixon.
Oh man, I'm trying to look right where that candy is left.
Oh man, we'll lay a hurt on you.
We're going to hide it from
Jamie and James.
Jamie and James.
Those
are looking
guys,
up here.
we need 2 pans to do that.
I thought we had a quota. I thought we had a quota on the number of. Okay. All right.
But anyway, it'll be Estill County's ball. We'll get back to play. No score, 4:10 to go, first quarter.
Let's see what Coach Mahans has drawn up in the timeout. Goes backdoor with Baker. Baker with a jumper, and it's off. Rebound comes down to Stacy. So nobody right now can find.
Both teams are having trouble finding the net at this time.
Nice screen for Combs, and there she'll knock it down.
Nice 12-footer there, Manus, off the screen.
And you can see why she's averaging 14 points as an 8th grader.
Yeah, got a good touch.
And Snowden goes through and misses it. Against 4 here, but they do not take advantage of it. Combs into the lane, goes through the hands of Skinner and out of bounds.
Yeah, the pass was up high. It's got to be at the numbers away.
It was Nice, not Skinner.
And got her in trouble.
Yep.
You know.
So an unforced turnover for the Lady Bobcats. Angel with the 3, and it will not go. And Baker fighting for it, gets it to Skinner. Comes down with a rebound, and it will be a held ball, and it will stay underneath for Estill County. The new wave of basketball. Shoot the threes.
We've seen a lot of that this season especially.
Yep. Angel off the board, and she scores.
We're tied at 2, under 3 minutes, first quarter, with Angels touch off the glass for 2.
And shot goes up 3, and it's off. Rebound comes down to Hale. Ball, and she's going to be called for steps. Turnover on the Lady Engineers. As the Estill County Lady Engineers will pick up full court to put pressure on the Lady Bobcats, and Snowden knocks it, and it's going to be a turnover as it goes off Combs and goes out of bounds.
I think it touched Combs' foot, the right foot on the way out.
2-2, 2:28 going in the first quarter. Kicks it into Baker. Baker has good size, David Adams. She's about 5'10", 5'11", can handle the ball well.
Yeah. Now here's where, Angel, you would like her to go to the block right now.
As Baker gets the rebound,
Like
nice
right
pass to Angel, and she misses it.
Yeah.
Fouls, I think, going to be on Stacy, and it is.
Angel has a lot of experience playing on the block, and she needs to get there for Estill, and if you're Breathitt, you want to double her because she has good strength.
And she makes the first one, 59% on the season for Haley Angel. And misses the second. Rebound comes down to Stacy. And once again, Estill County putting pressure on the basketball in the back court. And Snowden being very handsy. And that's going to be a foul, and I'm thinking it's going to be on. And that's going to be Snowden's.
Snowden playing good defense, really could have stuck with it there. Didn't have to try to steal or anything. She had good pressure on them.
Yep. And looks like Brooklyn Farrell will come in for Snowden. As once again putting pressure on the basketball. Nice bounce pass, and Stacy will put it in. Nice pass from Combs.
Stacy gets her first bucket of the night right off the glass, 4-3. Bobcats by 1 with 1:45, first quarter.
It in off the board. Isolation to Hale, kicks it out to Angel for the 3, and it's off. Rebound will come down to Pelfrey, and she will bring it up, and it's stolen by Hale. Hale gives it up to Skinner. Skinner will go in and misses the bunny. Gross with the rebound. Gives it up to Combs in the middle. She'll shoot the 15-footer. It goes in and out, and it will go to the Lady Engineers.
You can see Estill's strategy. Made her miss shots. You're going to guard the ball all the way down.
And Coach Hayes changes up defense and goes with full court man now. Skinner.
Just over a minute, 4-3 are scored. Bobcats by 1. First quarter at Estill County High School.
Baker into the middle. Like to just see her be a little bit more aggressive, David Adams.
Yeah, I'd like, now Angel's got a perfect time right now to drop.
The middle is wide open.
Yeah.
As Angel turns and Pelfrey's there, and she will make the steal, 2 against 1. Pelfrey will shoot it, and it will come up short, and it will stay with the Lady Bobcats.
I think Coach Hayes, after Angel got her first bucket, he's going to start doubling her earlier, even at the foul line.
And that's what Pelfrey did. As she turned, Pelfrey was standing right there on the pivot. .7 seconds left. Combs goes in off the board and puts it in. Nice move by Lexi Combs. Give her 4.
Yep, kept the ball.
Knocks down to 3.
Baker, nice shot there, the 20-footer.
Gross back into Pelfrey. Got 6 seconds. Throws it away. Baker's got time. She looks up at the clock, shoots the 3, and it's off. Rebound comes down to the Lady Bobcats, and that ends. It's 6-6. We ain't done anything yet.
Yeah, stay with us. Second quarter.
Tongue-tied, man.
Yeah, we've not solved nothing yet. We'll be back.
When it comes to your family's health care, making the right connection. Clinics serving Eastern Kentucky and Southwest Virginia. Our providers cover the full spectrum of medicine for the whole family, as well as specialty and support services such as pulmonary, optometry, dentistry, and podiatry, plus on-site labs, x-rays, nutritionist, and more. Call today for an appointment or telehealth visit. Now accepting Virginia Medicaid. Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrate People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Girls 14th Regional Tournament. Remember, at halftime, we'll have Toyota at the half, the man Toyota at the half. Jamie Hughes and James Sandlin will be coming up. Minus second quarter underway. We're tied at 6.
And Combs goes into the lane, gives it out to Gross for the 3, misses it. Rebound is going to be knocked out by Stacy. Sorry, guys, I've eaten so much Mexican, a little bit tongue-tied. I'll work it out. And Lady Bobcats elect to go back into their half-court man-to-man this time. And it must be a
clock
issue with the clock.
Yeah. I thought that was the correct time. You know, I thought they got it started. All right.
I'm not sure, and time remains the same. Did not look at the fouls. They may have had to clear the fouls off in between.
Yeah, maybe so.
But anyway, here we go, 6-6. Baker taking Gross off the dribble, spins back off the board, and it's a little bit short, and Stacy will come down with a rebound.
I like that aggressiveness by Baker.
Got to turn that right shoulder just a little bit more to get the angle off that backboard, though. But I would agree with you, David Adams.
Here's where the Bobcats, I look for Coach Hayes to start setting some screens if the defense tightens out front like it is.
And that's going to be a turnover on Gross, and you'll notice it's out to the 3-meter line.
So I look for Coach Hayes maybe to come out and screen and give his ball handler a little space coming off the screen.
Baker, and it's deflected by Gross. Angel works at the top of the free throw line extended. Goes into Angel. She turns and off the board and lays it in. Nice move by Angel. Give her 5.
Yep. She's got to be doubled if you're a Bobcat. Nice touch off the glass.
She was able, and some of the fans said she hooked, but I did not see.
Here comes the screen.
As Snowden once again is pushing Combs way out toward the center line. And it's going to be a jump ball, and it will be a turnover, and it will go to the Lady Engineers.
Bobcats are really getting the ball too close on the sides, man. So they've got to get away from that, stay up top and set the screen and use the lane.
And, you know, if they're overplaying on the wings, you got to take pressure either, like you say, with a screen or go backdoor as Snowden goes in, and it will not go. And Combs will throw it back into Nice and get it back.
5:45, 8-6. Estill County leading by 2.
And it's blocked by Baker as Gross went into the lane. Snowden goes in, 3 against 2, kicks it to Hale. She'll shoot it off the backboard, misses it. Combs with a rebound. And it's going to be a kick basketball. And David, you can see the potential in Combs as an 8th grader that working on her game. She's going to be a good player, and as I say that, she is fouled.
Yeah, she is. She handles the ball well. Her strength will come with age. Got a good touch with a shot, follows through well.
And that foul was on Snowden, and that's her second as Combs makes her first, and she is shooting 66%. And Snowden will go out of the basketball game, and Furl will come in for her as she picked up that second foul. Makes the second as well, give her 6 for the Lady Bobcats.
Shoots free throws extremely well.
Yeah, when I look down and see that 66%, I see that she could definitely improve upon that.
Oh, yeah. She's got a touch, a good follow through. That will go up, I'm sure.
And Stacy steps in front of Angel and steals the basketball. Combs, nice crossover dribble to Gross, and she knocks it down.
Nice touch there, the 10-footer by Gross, and the Bobcats back in front, 10-8.
Baker up and under, will shoot it, and it will roll in.
Tied at 10 with 4:30, and these two teams are back and forth.
Give her 5. Combs step back 3, and it comes up short, and it will go out of bounds.
I think she was falling back, shooting that shot, and it's going to be 30, so we'll leave it here.
David Adams, you know, you're looking at the history of this. These teams have only played 2 times in the girls' regional tournament since Estill County moved into the 14th region. That was very surprising for me to look at that and see that.
Yes, it is. And you know the boys' 14th regional tournament, Breathitt and Estill also plays in that one, I believe.
Letcher and Hazard, it's almost like they decided when they drew that if just draw for both regionals.
That's absolutely. But anyway, our second game tonight will be coming up about 30 minutes after this one ends, and it's going to be the Hazard Lady Bulldogs going up against the Letcher. Andy right here from Estill County.
Ball comes in to Angel. She'll turn it and put it off the board, and that's going to be, she is fouled as well.
Doubling her, I think, is very crucial for Breathitt County because of her strength.
And Angel is shooting 59% on the season, and that foul was on Pelfrey, and it's missed. Rebound comes down to Baker. She tries to throw it off Combs, and it goes to Pelfrey. They've got a 3 against 2 as Combs goes left-handed, and nice move.
Oh, she crossed the ball over and then went up and laid it off the square.
That's showing that she can go left as well, right as well as left, and she has 8 points now for Breathitt County. Once again, going into Angel, and she misses that one as Neese comes down with a rebound.
Yeah, a good pass to her.
And what you're saying is exactly what needs to hold true. You got to have that size advantage. As Combs beats her person. Figures now for Combs. She has 10.
She's having a field day so far. 8th grader.
8th grader. Hale to the go, and she'll lay it in.
Tied at 14 under 3 minutes, second quarter.
let's see what Estill County does with Combs. Is she just taking it off the dribble, and Baker blocks it. Gross with a 3, and she will knock it down.
Gross. AY.
Give her 5 as the pace of the game picks up a little bit, David Adams.
Bobcats' largest lead at 3.
A little bit of confusion on where everybody needs to be for the Lady Engineers. Farrell with a nice pass to Angel, turns off the board, and it will not go. Rebound comes down to Pelfrey.
Angel's got to make that shot. She made a good move there and got wide open. You got to hit those.
Got to knock those down in a regional basketball game if you expect to win it.
Absolutely.
And Gross has the basketball knocked away, goes back to Combs. She'll kick it to Neese, and it was blocked by Hale. Angel with the basketball. And just like that, David Adams, we're a minute and a half left in the first half. And that's going to be a foul, and that's going to be on Gross, I believe. And that's her first.
Trying to get around the screen.
Skip pass all the way across to Skinner, and Skinner is tripped. And that's going to be on Combs, and that's going to be her first. And Skinner gets up after a slight hesitation. She can stay in the basketball game since nobody came out on the floor. Farrell throws it into Baker. Baker was asking for the screen, didn't get it.
Angel
Bounce
down
pass.
low.
There it is. And she misses that one as State off just a little bit. And we're at 1 minute. And Baker flips it, almost stolen. Baker with that length is giving Combs a little bit of trouble as she does her Marcus Haynes impersonation there with a dribble.
I thought that was a good move by the staff to switch.
And it
people
is.
on her.
Blocked once again. Neese with the rebound after it was deflected by Farrell. Stacy pounds it up, misses it off the backboard. Baker tries to gather it up and cannot. And the clock is still running.
Yeah, it's supposed to be at 26 seconds.
And the clock is still running.
This clock has stopped, and that one's running. So
now it goes. Once they stop it, it goes back to what it's supposed to be.
All right, we're at 29, so I guess we've got that soft.
Kind of like my tongue a while ago. Here we go. Combs off the board, and it's going to come up as long. And Baker with a rebound with 21 seconds to go.
Estill will get set with Angel will come to the block. And now she comes outside Manus Blair.
I think we're going to see a one-on-one here with Baker. And Baker's going to shoot the 3, and she misses it, and that's going to end the first half.
And her first half is over from Estill County. It's Breathitt County 17, Estill County 14. Appalachian Girls 14th Regional Tournament. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the guys at the Man Toyota at the Heights. Stay with us.
I was born and raised in Leslie County, and now I live and maintain my law practice in Hazard.
I came back home to the mountains to fight for mountain people. At Wilder and Mosley Injury Law, we love our communities and the people that live in them.
We want you to know that you have 2 attorneys fighting for you as hard as they possibly can that grew up in the communities and work in the communities that you're from.
If you've been injured in a car wreck, a slip and fall, or by an act of negligence, call us at Wilder and Mosley Injury Law. We are East Kentucky's trial team.
Forward pay at Appalachian Wireless. Why? How about no credit check, no contracts, and most of the features of postpaid? The simple, easy way to stay connected. And right now, get $75 off select forward pay devices. Plans starting as low as $19.95 per month for unlimited talk and text. At 5 gig of data for only $29.99. 10 gig of data for only $39.99. How about unlimited data for only $64.99 per month with 25 gig of high-speed data before slowing down? Forward pay, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. See AppalachianWireless.com for terms and conditions.
And welcome back to the Man Toyota halftime show, James. And I'll be honest with you, both teams a little slow getting started, but when they did, then it was back and forth, knocking each other's shot.
Yeah, the first quarter was really a slow pace, which that's what we figured in this ball game. We said in the pregame this is going to be a little different pace than what we have been seeing.
Lexi Combs hit the first bucket in the basketball game at the 3:40 mark of the first quarter. And then next trip down, Miss Angel tied it up at 2. And as we said, they kind of got balanced out and got things going there, James. Of course, it was 6-6 at the end of the first quarter. Miss Haley Angel with 3 of the 6 points, and then a big 3-pointer for Sarah Baker. So we talked about Angel and Baker needing to get off to good starts, and they both held true there for Estill County.
Yeah, Combs for Breathitt's in double figures. And Breathitt County's got that 3-point lead. You know, both teams, I figured that both teams would have went to a press. They played a lot more man-to-man in that first half than I figured they would.
Would you assume or look for Estill to start double-teaming Baker? I think if she's going to, you know, she got 10 of their 17 points. They'll have to find some way to halt her a little bit there.
Yeah, they're going to figure out where she's at, of course. You know. But all of Breathitt's points are coming from inside except for 1 3 that Gross hit on the near side close to the rest of them's been within that 8 to 10 foot area, you know, and the vice versa if you're Breathitt. Estill's been feeding Angel down, Estill's been feeding Angel the whole first half. She just hasn't been able to get them to drop yet, but she keeps getting those close looks. That's going to change.
Switched a little bit when their point guard picked up her second foul early. So far, Callie Snowden, James, yet to get in the column, and she has 2 fouls. They took her out. Coming back in this third quarter, she's no longer in foul trouble. You turn her loose, right?
Well, you'll have to. You know, it's what we talked about in the pregame. You lose, you go home, and they need Snowden on the floor. Match. I'm going to be very interested to see what both team changes in the locker room. They come out slow first half. Things started clicking for both teams in the second quarter. So I'm interested to see if they try to stay with a man-to-man on the defense or if one of them tries to push the tempo and get it up and go.
Wad that game plan up and throw it away because it didn't work. Combs got to the rim too easy. Estill has to play somebody in front of her, maybe an old-fashioned box and chaser or a triangle and 2, but they got to find somebody. There's somebody else to help, man. I just cannot see a game plan in which Estill County wins this one if they don't play some zone in this third and fourth quarter.
Well, I think if you're either one of them, you know, both of them, we talked about it in it. They only run 5-6 deep. Neither one of them goes to the bench a whole lot. So I'm interested to see which one of them maybe. I expect one of them to try to push the tempo early and see if they can't get some fast break points.
If I'm Breathitt too, I point out who Snowden is guarding and I say clear out if they're still man and take her to the rim with those 2 early here in this second half.
Yeah, very well. And on the flip side of it, if you're Estill, I think you clear out for Angel and let her go to work. You know, when she's one-on-one, she's really good inside. When she starts trying to go up against those 2 and 3 defenses, she's struggling. But when she's one-on-one, she's got about as pretty step-back move as you can have.
It's kind of neat, too, for those of you at home. You can save your signs. because tomorrow in the boys, it will be these two teams, or these four teams playing each other. As one of the guys pointed out, that's pretty neat that they drew each other on both the boys and the girls 14th regional tournament.
Yeah, going to be an interesting matchups tomorrow. Of course, we'll be in Powell County, back on the air at the same time, 5:45 tomorrow night. You know, this girl in this with Estill and Breathitt, I expect us to shoot a lot of free throws, probably going into the fourth quarter, especially if it stays within a 2 or 3 point ball game.
Yeah, I do too, man, and we're having a ball here at Estill County. James he texted me a couple times wanting to know how close I was here. They thought I was going to be late. I was on Baptist time, boys. I got here just about the time they rung the bell. But the cool thing about it was I get
I've
here.
I've never heard that phrase.
And he's bragging on how much he got to go down to the hospitality room and have some chicken and cheese and rice.
Yeah.
And I know how much you like you some cheese and rice.
They've got a nice hospitality room, and had a good trip down here with DA and Manus, and a lot of ball game left in this one. Still got 8 there. You know, I have to go, and with 16 minutes, anything can happen with these two ball clubs.
James, I do want to do something that we've yet to do, I don't think. We want to wish all of the cheerleaders the best of luck. They are competing as well throughout this 14th region tournament, in-game competitions, and they're cheering their heart out, not only to help their team get the win, but also in a competition within themselves. And they've done a fantastic job, and we just want to give them a shout out. And then, of course, the bands are playing loud and clear. I could hear them before I got in the building, and they'll give them something to cheer about here in this second half, hopefully.
Yeah, Jamie, let me ask you this question. We didn't talk about it last night on air, so I'm going to bring it up right now on air. If you play the first game on any night, does it take the stress off of you, or is it the less stress being the second game of the night?
I think it takes some off. If I have to travel, especially the ladies probably from Whitesburg, you know, imagine the pregame jitters they had, plus add to the fact they had to drive 3 hours to get here. I would want the first game. Second thing about it, you win, you say, you girls go home, get you some rest. We'll sit here and watch this second game. Versus if you're playing in the second, you got no choice. You got to stick around for all of it.
And then you got to try to watch the entire ball game to figure it out. But we're about 16 minutes away to figure out who punches ticket number 3 for Friday night.
Who's it going to be? The engineers sounding that big horn of theirs as they come down the tracks? Or is it going to be the Lady Cats saying, we want that Final Four? Of course, that'll set us up then to that fourth and final game between Breathitt and Hazard. Or to be a dandy. We're so glad to get to bring this to all of you, and we certainly appreciate the sponsors and everybody that makes this possible. It takes a lot of people just to pull off this here.
Yeah, Josh and Devin and his crew, they get down here early to have everything set up, man. But we'll find out in about 16 minutes. Ticket number 3 punched. We'll be right back with David and Manus for second half action between the
Save me some candy, boys. I'm coming. You better not eat all that candy. We'll be back.
This is the 4th app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Girls 14th Regional Basketball Tournament, live from Estill County. Guys, as always, a great job out of Jamie Hughes and James Sandlin. And Manus, first half, not much scoring, mainly turnovers on both teams, a lot of them, and some easy missed shots, of course. Angel has got to hit those easy ones.
And so does Baker. You got to get Baker involved. Combs was able to take over in there in the second quarter and enabled her. She came out with 10 of the 17 points for the Lady Bobcats. What are we going to see here, David Adams? Are we going to see a little bit more up-tempo defense by the Lady Bobcats? We're going to see a little bit more up-tempo defense by the Lady Engineers, because somebody's got to take this game from the offensive end, and can they take it through live turnovers? It's going to lead to free throws and easy buckets around the go.
Absolutely, and we'll see what changes have been made here at the
Engineers, as Combs goes through that 1-3-1 and misses it. The rebound comes down to Angel, but nice dribble penetration by Combs, and was at point-blank range once again.
Absolutely. Had a good look, just could not finish it.
And looks like Breathitt County was in the zone as well, as Hale misses the three-pointer, and Snowden will steal it. I don't know why she didn't go right back up through there to shoot the basketball.
Trying to get cover of it.
And Baker will shoot the long three, comes up short.
Coach Hayes will get his offense set as Gross will come out to join Watts. Estill out top now. There, maybe Estill has decided maybe to trap on the corners side.
And you know, you've got Baker out on the front of that 1-3-1 with her length. That's going to cause problems with the guards of Breathitt County. Snow goes straight to the go and lays it in.
Nice drive there. Angel had the screen and a nice bucket there. 17-16 their score.
Straight line drive right to the go. As Pelfrey will shoot the three, hits the side of the backboard. Baker with the rebound.
After this one, Hazard and Letcher Central will be going at it.
Snowden with a kicker to Hale, and Hale will miss the three. The rebound's going to be fought for, and Skinner with the rebound.
I'm really surprised that Angel's not.
Still going to go in, and she puts it in. Give her 9.
18-17 as Estill will come out, get lead here in the third quarter.
Pelfrey with a pump fake. Got Baker up in the air. Combs with it. Runner and misses it. Rebound comes down to Gross, and it's going to be stolen. In a dribble, somebody come help me, and Snowden comes back to help. Gives it up to Angel, and Angel is going to come up short. Around 15 to 16 points.
There's 4 or 5 buckets we know of.
And Gross will shoot the three, and it's off. Rebound comes down to Hale. Snowden looked the long reach. Lady Engineers trying to get some early offense by looking down the floor early after the rebound. In there, off the board, misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Stacy, and Hale is fighting for it, gets it. Back door goes Baker, and she misses it.
That was a nice play and a good pass.
And that's going to be a foul on Skinner, I believe. And it is. Skinner's going to pick up his first, or her first. Coach Hayes calls out number 2. I would imagine that's a 2-guard front, and it is. Kicker to Pelfrey. Thought they may double her as Combs goes in off the board and lays it in.
Nice touch there as she uses this.
Give her 12 on the game. Skinner with a 3, and Skinner will knock it down, and that is her first bucket of the night.
Yep, and a big one. 2-point lead for Estill. 4 minutes, third quarter. Looks like there was the opportunity. Gross with the basketball for Estill to set the trap, but Gross getting rid of it.
And that's going to be a turnover, but nope. Baker touched it first, so it's a live ball. Straight line drive, missed it, did Hale. And it's going to be a tie. No, it's not going to be a tie as Skinner said that basketball's mine and rips it out of there.
Got to be physical on the basketball goal with the basketball.
In the lane, stopped, and aggression by Gross. Skinner goes down once again and gets the basketball. Kicker to Hale. Hale will shoot the three, and it's off. And there's that girl Skinner with another offensive rebound.
Doing a nice job on the 50-50 balls. She's getting a lot of those.
Here goes the
touch there, and Estill has their biggest lead of the night at 4.
And that puts Angel into double figures with 11. Neese with a wide open three, and it's long, and the foul is going to be on Pelfrey, and that will be going over the back.
That has arrived for the second game. Letcher Central is in the house, and the Hazard Lady Bulldogs as well. Both teams are here getting ready for that second game.
Angels doubled on the baseline. And yes, David Adams, they're watching to see who they may play in the winner.
And Prairie Central in the first game Friday night. That'll be a 6 o'clock start. And then the winner of tonight's session, the two games will follow them.
As Gross will pick up her second foul. We've had a total of 5 free throws in the first 3 quarters of play. As Skinner will step up with a 3, and it's off, and Pelfrey will rebound it. Nice pump fake. Gives it up to Neese inside the 3, and she will knock it down.
Going to give her 2 for that, man. It says the foot was on the line, so 23-21.
And that's her first basket.
I'm like you. I kind of thought she was back there, but couldn't see her right foot.
And that's going to be a foul, looks like on Skinner, I believe. And it is. And that's going to be Skinner's second foul. 1:28 left in the first half as Coach Mahan's come up with a different by Skinner. Gives it up to Baker. Baker goes in and lays it in.
Nice play there. 25-21. A minute 10 to go. Third.
Long comes up to Pelfrey. Pelfrey misses it. Rebound comes down to Gross. She's going to go up. It was blocked. Stacy pulls it out, gives it to Combs.
Nice jumper, and that's going to be a 3, and that puts the lead at 24-25. Estill County by 1. We'll take a break. We'll be back. We got a dandy going on in Estill County.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass. And operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
It's 14-3 zone tournament. We're third quarter here at Estill County, 25-24. Estill leading Breathitt by 1, under a minute to play here in the third quarter. Manus Blair, been a good ball game. It's been interesting.
And it's going to go right down to that last possession, looks like. Can down the three-pointers, or do Combs through the zone? Does Angel and Baker weave their way through the man-to-man and zone that the Lady Bobcats have for them?
We will see as Estill sets their offense, and looks like it's going to be a 1-4.
That's a nice play. 13 for Angel.
27-24.
Nice with a three, and she will tie it up.
Has a dandy 20-footer in the right corner, and plays a little music in Estill County, KY. 27-27, under 15.
Eight seconds as Baker shoots the three, and she will.
Team really warming up, and that's going to do it at the end of the third quarter. That was a big one. 30-27 our score. Estill County. A good one going.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Clint Black. Killin' Time 35th Anniversary Tour. Saturday, April 13th, 7 p.m., Morton Combs Athletic Center. For the first time ever playing his groundbreaking debut album, Killin' Time, start to finish. Plus, more legendary hits. Clint Black, Killin' Time 35th Anniversary Tour. Saturday, April 13th, 7 p.m., Morton Combs Athletic Center.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter getting ready to start. 30-27 our score. Estill County will have the basketball. And, partner, I tell you, you may be right. It may come down to who hits the last three.
And it very well may. And once again, man-to-man by the Lady Bobcats. And the last time they went in isolation for Angel, and there it is again as she will spin, gives it back out to Skinner, and it comes down. Baker gets the rebound, should have went back up. Hale with the three, and there you're talking about it, David Adams.
Yep, biggest lead at 6 with that shot right there, 27-33. Bobcats need a bucket.
And you see that Baker once again has gone back guarding Combs. And now they go back to their 1-3-1, looks like. And Baker knocks it out of bounds. 33-27 as we've started the fourth quarter. Really tough trying to throw that ball out across Baker, and once again she gets her hand on the basketball.
Yeah, she has good length, Baker does.
You notice they've come out on these after she's hit 2 shots. Once again, Baker deflects the basketball. Got to get out of that pass. She's in the passing lane. You got to step up a little bit more to get the basketball, and that's going to be a foul. And that's going to be on Skinner, and that's going to be her third.
Bobcats will throw that in under the basket.
Goes into Combs, and Baker's going to block it. And it went out of bounds, and it's going to be a turnover. crucial defensive series here for Breathitt County.
I think so too. You don't want to get down 8 or 9. You got to play defense here and try to get the basketball back.
Hale the drive, and it comes up short. Hale, I thought, was out of bounds. Must have not been out of bounds. And equally as important as this offensive series, as Combs thought Stacy was cutting to the baseline, and she was hanging on the three-point line.
You know, she had room there to go up with a little quick for dribble, Manus, and made it on down to the rim.
And you got to think Coach Hayes is probably thinking you need to shoot the basketball. And it looks like Estill County is pulling them out here. I'm not sure. That looked like the old Dean Smith four corners there for a second.
Yeah, I hope you didn't bring up North Carolina.
I just did. I'm sorry. If Snowden misses it. Yeah, that brings back 1977 horror stories, and we'll be quiet about that. But anyway, Gross will shoot the long three, and it comes up short, and the ball is going to go off of Hale and goes out of bounds. You got to think that Combs has to take over this basketball game right here.
Yeah, she's got to get back in the flow and get some buckets. Her or Gross won. There's Gross. And
it goes long, and there's Combs with a rebound, misses it.
Great opportunity there. 2 shots and couldn't get it to go.
Angel with the basketball. And here we go. And it looks like they are spreading them out. Saw this against Owsley County in the championship game, and that's a high throw, and it will stay with Estill County.
Under the 5-minute mark, so the Bobcats got to get in flow here as Coach Hayes gets sub in. 33-27 her score, 4:51.
Angel goes into the middle of the lane, up and off the board, and missed it.
Made a good move, but could not finish.
Combs loses the basketball to Snowden. Can Hayes catch up to her? She does not, and Snowden lays it in and give her 4.
Now that's a big bucket. The lead goes to 8, and Bobcats has got to get a
kick Denise, and it's going to be long. Rebound comes down to Gross, and she puts it in.
Big play by Gross. We'll leave it here. We'll try our best, folks, to scout around the 15th region, maybe 13th, try to come up with some scores as we get a chance here to pass them along.
I would imagine right here, David Adams, that Coach Hayes is going to probably pick up a little bit earlier here.
Yeah, he has no choice. He's got to, man. He's cannot let him go down and spread. He's going to have to guard them 84 feet on made or missed shots.
And, you know, when you're looking at the foul situation for Breathitt County, nobody's in foul trouble for Breathitt County. And not close to either team. And there's been 1 foul in the 4th quarter, so neither team is going to be going to the line anytime soon. And here it comes, David.
Yep, Estill, and we kind of thought he was going to have to make his move, and that's why the timeout was in.
Oh, and they clashed heads, I believe.
Yeah.
And the worst part about it, Gross got the worst part of that.
I think so, and she's
that's
tough.
Going to be
she's
her third.
She's going to go back out and keep working, the young lady is.
And there goes Snowden. We got a 3-on-2. He advances it up with Angel, and she is going to be called for a walk.
So the pressure works.
Anytime it's plus minus and you're on the plus side of a press, you just keep right on doing it. As we go under 4 minutes as Hayes pump fakes, gives it up to Combs. Combs in that lane shot you talking about, and she knocks it down.
Big shot there. It cuts the lead to 4, and it looks like Estill County is going to take a full timeout. 35-31, Estill by 4. We'll be back right after this.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
Welcome back. Appalachian Wireless Girls 14th Regional Basketball Tournament live from Estill County High School. We want to thank the good folks Estill County for all here at Hometown 24. 3:44 to go, 35-31 Manus, and I'll be honest with you. Coach Hayes called a good time out there and put in force the full court pressure and
got the turnover.
Yep, it's worked for him so far.
Appreciate Athletic Director Austin Moore and appreciate the parking help that we get when we get here each day on that short drive to Irvin, Kentucky.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Tim Shortford and Tim Watts and the guys down that way.
Absolutely.
As we go through, and Angel's got an open avenue, and she will put it in.
Big bucket there, 37-31, and
give her 15, David Adams. As Combs says, I can't, and Gross with the rebound, it's blocked. Pelfrey pump fake, gives it up to Gross, who will shoot the 3, and it's off. Rebound comes down to Hale. That would have been a big-time shot.
Yeah,
for the
probably double the ball and force Estill to shoot it quicker.
And once again, both teams have one team foul, so they're going to have to foul. And Snowden loses it, but regains it. And I got a feeling they're going to take a little bit of the air out of the basketball here. Going to have to double to make them give up the basketball or trapping. And she misses it.
Yep, got what they wanted. Shot. That was a tough angle, man.
Yes, it was. His niece gets it under, kicks it back out. He gives it up to Skinner, and she misses it. Breathitt fans begging for a foul as Gross will shoot a 2, misses it. Rebound comes down to Baker. And Coach Mayhanes says, slow it down.
Under 2 minutes, and Estill County will not be in a hurry to shoot this, that's for sure.
And I don't know if they're going to shoot it. Unless it's a wide open layup as they go in there with Hale, and she puts it in.
That one hurt, 39-31.
Bobcats got to go quickly as Nice will shoot the 3, and it's missed. Rebound's going to come down to Skinner. And it's going to be back tipped, and that's going to be a foul on Gross, and that's going to be her 4th foul. Still not in the double bonus yet.
Estill will have the ball on the side.
Going to have before they go to the line, so you got to go after the basketball lane, and that's a smart thing. And that's going to be a foul on Combs, and that's going to be her 2nd, team foul number 3. And it's going to be a timeout, and it's going to be a 30. And we'll stay right here, and it's going to turn into a full timeout. And we'll just stay here, David Adams.
Yeah, we got a score over at the Expo Center. Pike Central leading Floyd Central by 7. Second quarter with a minute left there. That's Chris Hamburger helping us out with that.
Playing over in the Expo Center, or I guess you call that the Appalachian Wireless.
Yeah. They've got the center over there, but we got them over here.
Sponsorship of 14th Region Girls Basketball action.
Absolutely.
So as we go down and we look at who they may foul on Estill County, Snowden is a 35% shooter, Skinner 62, Baker 71, Hale 64, and Angel 59. So everybody but Baker is who I think that Coach Hayes will probably try to foul.
Oh, yeah.
So you double team Baker, make her give the basketball up, and then foul somebody else. But they're going to have to foul 2 more times. And there is going to be, they're trying to foul. They need to foul harder, I guess. Or with more intent, I should say.
I would think so.
And so they're burning up valuable time as it's almost thrown away. And throw it back out.
Under a minute, and Bobcats
are not fouling.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a foul on Gross, and that's going to be her 5th.
Gross will leave. I thought Gross played hard in this ball game. She
did.
She got after loose balls, hit some buckets for them, and she played extremely hard.
Looks like Angel will be our.
So, number 32.
That will be Haley Angel, and she has 15 points on the night. Got a foul. Baker goes back door and lays it in.
41-31. Lead up.
David Adams.
I think so.
Got to knock down some. Out of bounds by Angel. And they got to be urgent with it as Combs goes in, puts it up, and she scores. Give her 19.
Nice touch by Combs. 33-41.
And Combs, a little push down. That's going to be her 3rd. And that's going to be 2 shots for Snowden.
Bobcats probably let 45 seconds go off the clock without a play a while ago.
David Adams, do you realize these are the first 2 free throws of the second half?
It's been a quick game.
Very quick.
We started just a couple minutes. The game has only went about an hour and 8 minutes, and it's about to end real quickly here.
And Snowden misses the first free throw.
And want to remind everyone, about 30 minutes after this one, we'll have our second game, Hazard and Letcher County Central. Also after this game, we'll have the post-game show coming up with our guys, James Sandlin and Jamie Hughes, and that will take place with some interviews, and they'll update us and talk about this game as well.
And Hayes got the rebound, was fouled by Skinner, and Tinley Hayes will shoot 2 and knocks the first down.
(34-41) their score.
And that's going to be a timeout.
Yeah, it's going to be Estill, and they're going to take a full timeout with 11 seconds to go, and so will we. Stay with us. This one is about over. at Estill County. Stay with
I'm out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. At a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
Welcome back to 14th Regional Tournament, and glad you all have joined us tonight. 41-35 our score, 11 seconds.
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible. You got to get a steal, hit a quick bucket, and
call a timeout, or
set it
get
up.
right back on them, get another steal, make a three-pointer, and we go into overtime. So anything is possible.
You never know.
I've seen many of them like that, and I'm sure you have too.
Absolutely.
So here we go. And there's the run out. Nice softball throw to Snowden. And that's going to be a foul. And that foul is on Nice, I believe. And it is.
Be 2 shots coming up.
Yep. And Snowden missed the last 2 free throws that she shot, and she will miss the first one. Still leaving the door open for the Lady Bobcats. Second one's up, and it's off. Rebound's going to come down to Stacy. Got to move quickly. And Hayes gives it up to Stacy as the horn goes off, and that will be it, David Adams.
Yes, it will, and Estill County moves on. 41-35 their score. They'll wait to see who they play in the second game against Hazard and Letcher County Central. We'll have our post-game show coming up right here on Hometown 24. You want to stay for that. Interviews and some great sports talk. Stay with us. We'll be back.
Season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks. Good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
Appalachian Wireless is all in on Tech Madness. Right now, select devices get up to $500 off on the Appalachian Advantage Unlimited or nationwide mix and match plans with renewed or new lines. Plus, use a trade-in for additional savings of up to $250 for a possible savings of up to $750. See AppalachianWireless.com for complete terms and conditions. It's Tech Madness with up to $750 off because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
In Eastern Kentucky, being connected to the world has never been easier. With our 100 meg package at only $44.95 a month, you can be sure to always stay connected and up to date. But if that's not fast enough, we offer even faster. With the layest technology to make sure you're getting the most out of your service. Give us a call today or check out tgtel.com for more information. Thacker Grigsby, bringing the future to Eastern Kentucky.
And welcome back to Hometown 24's coverage of the girls' 14th Region Basketball Tournament. James, we're being joined with the Alice Lloyd College player of the game and played really well, especially in this second half, I felt like, Miss Angel.
Yep.
Talk a little bit about, as this one got off to a slow start, what's going through your mind there?
Well,
We usually do start off a little slow, but once we all come together, we pick it up.
Fans here that really come out and supported you.
Yep.
Hey, when you went to the locker room at halftime, what did Coach say? We got to change up to get this victory coming out in the second half.
We got to stop their point guard, number 3, I think, because she had most of their points. So once we stopped her, we had it pretty easy.
Going forward now, ticket number 3 is punched for Friday night.
Yeah.
Does it take some stress off of you knowing now you all have secured your seat to play in the Final Four of the region Friday night? Does it take some pressure off of you now knowing you get to play Friday night and get to sit back and watch this ball game?
But we still have to finish more.
Knowing you got to play back Friday night and as a team leader, what have you got to go back to the locker room after this game and get your team back and say, look, we're not done. We've still got 2 more games we got to win to get to the Rupp. What have you got to tell your teammates that we've got to do from now on out?
We just got to come more together, be more selfless with the ball, and we'll be fine.
As you win, again, it was 6-6 after the first quarter, but in the second quarter, y'all outscored them by 3. Beg your pardon, about even Steven in the second, and you outscore them by 6, and then by 3 more in the fourth. So you guys really got things going in that second half. What do you think was the difference? What made the difference there?
Well, I think we started sharing more, play more as a team.
And then, of course, to go on to the Final Four as a runner-up from your district. This thing has been won recently by teams that finished runners-up in their district.
Yep.
So all you got to do is survive and advance in this one, right?
Yep. I don't believe there's a team out there better than us. So
ready to play in front of your home crowd.
Yep.
James, final thoughts?
No, I was just going to say, if there's one thing we got to go into Friday night, no matter who wins this ball game, taken away from tonight's ball game, if you had to pick one thing that you really had to improve on to win Friday night, what would you say that one thing is?
Better shot selection.
I like it. That was mine and Jamie's pregame. I like
Coach
it.
Coach is going to want you all to go home and get into bed and get some rest. Any chance of that?
Probably not.
Probably not. Guys, she had 15 points to be our Alice Lloyd College Player of the Game. Her coach is behind the camera smiling from ear to ear, as he should be. They move on to the Final Four. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. We'll hand that off to the coach.
Thank you.
Jamie, always fun with. Congratulations to Estill County as they move in. Now we get the head man in here from the Estill County Engineer. Just a little bit sweaty. That's a good one, Coach.
Well, I'm really proud of them. Told them to go make history. Don't think it's been a long time since they've won a region game, and I told the other people how proud I am to be. The community, the school, the administration, they've kind of embraced me, and me and my wife feel like family now. So we are so thrilled that the girls and the community get to experience this.
Yeah, man.
And I'm secondary. I just want it for those girls. And in the first half and in the second half, I don't have any hair left because of the missed layups we have.
Well,
I really don't.
But you would have never guessed. You know, I think up in the chair and you're leaning down watching. I mean, you never got excited. For somebody that's in a close-up ball game for a region, I was thinking, man, this may be opening round for him.
I was inside. I was holding it inside. But you know what? To be honest, I don't get too nervous. I just get excited for those girls and try to use my nervousness as excitement for them. Going into halftime, I told them in the locker room, if you win the boards in the second half, you win the game. We got out rebounded the first half, probably huge. I don't know what the stats are yet, but I felt like we were missing shots. We missed shots all game, but our defense is what kind of came through. And there in the end, I tell you, the seniors, Sarah and Haley, huge. Kadera, Ava, Callie, we kind of team rebounded in the second half a little bit. I don't know.
Coach, what was it like to get a play at home? I felt like that made the difference in the second half.
Huge. I mean, for me to be first-year coach and to get to host the region,
it's a dream, right? And that's the best scenario factor.
Coach, you've now punched ticket number 3, the third team going to the Final Four Friday night. You know, I asked Miss Angel, when you go in the locker room now, you know the stress is off of you. We're playing Friday night.
That's right.
Now a new stress starts.
That's right.
But what's the one thing take away from the night that you know you got to improve on to beat either Letcher or Hazard?
Did better with it in the second half. We tend to get a little quick on our shots, and I think the first half we did that. I think the second half was better shot selection, but I think just being patient. We have to play great defense, and we have to get A and B shots. We call them A and B shots. They can't be C and D shots, or we're done. And we know that. You just got to kind of adjust, and I'm always honest with them. We're not a high percentage shooting team, so our defense and our shot selection has to be excellent to win a game, especially in this kind of tournament.
And once we get to this point, Coach, there are no bad teams.
No.
But let me say, too, there's about 180 teams would trade places with you.
Oh.
But a lot of teams, their season come to an end, and
I'm
you and
so
your team
excited.
move on.
I just can't even stand it. I don't know what I'm going to do. For them girls, and especially those seniors, to get to experience it. It's my first experience with it. I'm probably being not aware of it enough. That's why I'm not nervous. I don't know. It's probably way too big of a moment for me, you know.
Well, I would have never guessed you sat on that bench.
What would be the game plan now from tonight till Friday? You send them on home. They get to stay and watch the game.
I'm probably gonna. I'll stay and watch and scout this game. I'm probably gonna tell them if they want to watch it, they can. But I just really want to focus on what we do, and not as much on what they do. Now we'll. From an overall standpoint, but the girls, I just want them to play hard. That was my message about a quarter of the way through the season. We were having times where our body language and we just quit sometimes if we got down, and I'm just trying to teach them. You can't win and you can't build culture unless you never quit. And so I told them, I said, I don't care who you are, what year you are, if you don't have effort, you're going to be sitting right there by me. And they just have responded to that. We said that. I said that in the locker room after the Fleming County All-A loss, tournament loss. And since then, we've held true and we've said we're done what we said we were going to do, and they've responded. So.
I'd imagine you'd like for about 2/3 of this gym to be
packed.
Blue. Engineer blue.
Oh, yeah.
Friday night.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
And the train whistle blowing when they come out of the locker room.
I could hear the train whistle when I was getting out of my vehicle, Coach. That's got to be a nice thing.
I will tell you, somebody asked me about that, and the one thing, I used to coach in a few schools in Lexington as assistant, and when we came down here, the coaching staff from then on, all we talked about was the engineer band and that whistle and that train, and we wanted to come down here, and now I'm part of it, and I tell you what, it's the best. It makes chills go up your spine.
You got beautiful facilities, a lot to work with, and this is a great way to build things, Coach.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Love it. Thank you so much.
Coach, congratulations. We'll see you here Friday night. We'll let you get back to the locker room.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Jamie, always a pleasure, man. We get to speak to the coaches up here in the 14th region. Congratulations to Estill County, who's moving on to Friday night. Ticket number 3, we are shortly away from figuring out who's going to have ticket number 4 punched.
It's all hosting these tournaments, and you put all this time and attention into the minor details, and it pays off. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much. We're excited about that win.
Talk about what this means for the entire school and the community, my friend.
So, we're excited to host the 14th Region Tournament. There's been a lot of work, like you said, a lot of preparation into the details, but then to come out here and see our girls and, first-year coach John Mahanes, see them get a win tonight, it's awesome.
To go down to Central Kentucky and to lure him in here to take this job, and, he never he just stays even keel until the game was over, and then he was more excited than any player here, I felt like. That's pretty cool, man.
It is, between him and then y'all know Brian Hall, we've got two of the most charismatic coaches that you'll find in the 14th region. So we're glad to have
one
him.
Good dude. You're blessed. You are.
We absolutely
and again, my first time here was yesterday, and I get out and I just look around. You've got the facilities for the tennis, the football. You walk in a nice gymnasium. This is something to be proud of, man.
Oh, yeah. So, our community and our school system's invested the last couple of years in our athletic facilities. The football field's gorgeous, top of the line. If you go up to our baseball and softball field, man, we've always had great field. Coaches that put in a lot of work and took care of the grass and the dirt, but everything around it needed some love, and they've invested in this community has. So we're really proud of our facilities.
Coach, a lot of people don't understand what it means to put a regional tournament on. From the parking to security to admissions to concessions. Man, and I'm going to go ahead and hats off to you, man. Everything that we've expected the first two nights here has been above and beyond several region tournaments that I've been to.
Well, I appreciate that. That'll tell you something else that goes into it. It's a lot of trial and error.
Yes, sir.
We learned a lot last night, and I hope we got better today, and I hope we'll be better Friday and Saturday as well.
We were well pleased with last night, and then these guys, I don't know how many times they've had Mexican back there in the concession stand or hospitality room. But final thing, Coach, for me, what would you say to an athletic director in the department that have not done this and getting ready to do it next year? What advice would you give?
Well, call your buddies that have done it. Number one, you can learn a lot from it, or you're welcome to come up to Estill County on Friday or Saturday and job shadow a little bit. But just get ready, and you got to have people, right? You got to have people that care about kids. That's what this is all about: student athletes and student sections, the band and cheerleaders. So
they met us at the parking lot and brought us to our parking spot. Yeah. They have, they've got everything. You guys have done a great job having it organized, and you wouldn't know it first. You guys have done a fantastic job. We appreciate the hospitality.
I appreciate you guys, all these media here that's putting this on for student athletes and for those all around the 14th region. We're excited to have you.
Only in the mountains, James Salmon, could you look up and the entire media row is full of different tons of radio and TV and so forth. We're just glad to have the good seat.
Absolutely. Always fun getting here at region tournament. Players playing hard, coaches coaching hard, ADs working hard. Coach, any final words you want to give shout-outs to while we've got you on here?
Some sponsors, of course, too, as well.
Oh, absolutely. So, Whitaker Bank, Citizens Garrett, or CG Bank now, they've played a big part in this.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are
Anytime you can get a Baptist preacher to comment on it, you've done well.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I didn't even make it to the hospitality room. I stopped with a baked potato tonight, and I'm probably going to have one Friday.
Listen, you got to have one of those salads, too. The concession stand
Coach,
is top notch.
like I'm a salad person.
I promise. It's worth it.
I knew that was coming.
You know how many salads I've eaten?
Well, you need to have one at Estill County High School Friday night.
He's talked me into it. We'll do it Friday night, James Salmon. But again, guys, we're having fun, and we just hope that you'll keep it dialed right here, and we'll be back Friday. And Coach, again, thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you so much.
Thank you, sir. Jamie?
We'll be back after this commercial break. James going to go get him a salad, and I'm going to go get me a Twix.
Yeah.
We'll be back after this commercial break.
Appalachian Wireless is all in on Tech Madness. Right now, select devices get up to $500 off on the Appalachian Advantage Unlimited or nationwide mix and match plans with renewed or new lines. Plus, use a trade-in for additional savings of up to $250 for a possible savings of up to $750. See AppalachianWireless.com for complete terms and conditions. It's Tech Madness with up to $750 off because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader.
Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
In Eastern Kentucky, being connected to the world has never been easier. With our 100 meg package at only $44.95 a month, you can be sure to always stay connected and up to date. But if that's not fast enough, we offer even faster, with the layest technology to make sure you're getting the most out of your service. Give us a call today or check out tgtel.com for more information. Thacker Grigsby, bringing the future to Eastern Kentucky.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
And welcome back to pregame before the whistle as the Letcher Central Cougars versus
to order
the
me a
Hazard
salad.
Bulldogs. Yeah, you're not ordering no salad. Just like David Adams ain't coming through that gate all by himself.
James, we enjoyed talking with the athletic director, Mr. Austin Moore, and then, of course, the head coach and the Alice Lloyd College player of the game from that last game. But now we got to turn our attention, folks, to the fourth and final game. After tonight, we'll be down to 4. Letcher Central and Hazard, James. A lot of things could make this be a fun game, or a couple things could make this not so much.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it's going to depend on the foul situation. You know, I think the tempo of this game is going to be a lot different than we've seen in the first game. Both coaches, Coach Howard and Coach Baker, like getting it up and down the floor. And, oh, yeah, if we come to the end of the game and it's still close, you better watch for somebody yell the play out.
You're right, man. And again, let's start off with Letcher, of course, winners of the 53rd District, won it in overtime at the buzzer. And they look to ride that momentum right on into tonight's final 8 here, I guess, quarterfinals.
Coach Baker and his Cougars are no stranger to 14th region play. You know, I think he's won 2 out of the last 6. Could be 3, depending on this one. So he's been to some big-time games and coming in here to Estill County. Coach Baker brings a veteran ball club. You know, when you talk about veterans, you can't talk 14th Region girls basketball without talking about Kiara Couch and Jalen Witt.
And, of course, Couch comes into the ball game averaging 17 points per game. But, James, I feel like that Miss Witt might be the most valuable player, and she would be the most valuable player on a lot of other teams. They're 1A and 1B as far as their importance and the things they do and the things they do well. The best part I think about this Letcher Central team is they just don't beat themselves, man. They take care of the ball, they value it, and they played enough together. They kind of know what each other likes and don't like.
Yeah, you know, you heard it when we did the interview with Jalen Witt after the 53rd District Championship. They just play hard. They don't know any other way to play hard. And then you've got some role players, you know, Holcomb, 3-point specialist for Letcher Central. You can't leave her alone.
Well, Paige Dameron was our player of the game in the first round of the district, and to have that kind of performer, she too would be a leading scorer on some other teams, but she's embraced her role and really, really makes this team with another dimension, man.
Well, they're fun to watch. You know, they do a lot of driving and passing out. Then they'll spread the floor, feed Couch down. They're multi-dimensional even on the offensive end. You don't know if they're going to run a set play for a jump shot or if they're going to run a spread play for Witt or Couch to drive down the middle.
Letcher shoots the outside ball at about 30%. They only took 340 threes all season. That sounds like a big number, but James, I think that's number 8 out of the 8 teams that are here. So they look inside as they should.
Yeah.
When you've got a player like Couch who was good last year and been great this year, you should go to the low post.
Yeah, you're right. Then they dish out, and Witt drives as good as anybody. The way she sees the floor, you know, maybe one of the best in the 14th region. She sees it so well. She's so disciplined. She's a floor general. You know, if people's not going in the right spot, she'll make them get in the right spot. And as a coach, you just don't have that on every team. That a player will take control of the game and make sure that it's run the way you want it to run.
Now, James, see if I can get you to agree with me. Their one kryptonite is their depth. They don't play a lot of players. And I'm talking about in games in which it was 3, 4, 5-point games that I've done this year. They still yet only play 6, 7 tops.
Yeah, you must be reading my notes, because that is Letcher's kryptonite, is the depth. You know, Coach Baker, toward the end of the season, he usually played just 5 players, at the most 6. So that's the big thing, is they've got to stay out of foul trouble, because when Coach Baker's got to go to his bench, there's not a lot of players that's got a lot of postseason experience.
But with that, though, his 5 or 6 that he plays are really, really good guys. They're an experienced team. And now let's talk about the Lady Bulldogs, where the young kids have grown up quickly, my friend.
We talked about it. We talked about it all the way back in October with Hazard. You know, Coach Howard went to Hazard, and he dove in the community. He dove into the school. He dove into the program. He got the kids to buy into everything. And, you know, we talked about it on the way down yesterday and talked about it today on the way down. A lot of times young kids don't realize how big the moment is. They're just here to play basketball.
Of course, if you haven't seen the Lady Bulldogs, where have you been? Because we've had them here on Hometown 24 several times, but they're led in scoring by Laura Everidge, averaging 12.5, and then Maddie Fronapple averaging 12. Then Hannah Cotto at 10. Those 3 averaging double figures, but either one of them could put up 25 plus, James.
Well, there is, and then I'll tell you one player that may be an X factor now is Eddington. She doesn't get a lot of credit, but her and Cottle underneath gets a lot of rebounds and putbacks and cut throughs. She doesn't get the exposure that Fronapple gets, that Heidi Bentley gets, because she does the dirty work. She's underneath, she's diving on the floor, she's getting the loose balls, the jump balls, diving out of bounds. So I expect Eddington to really have a major role in how Hazard does tonight.
Speaking of Bentley, of course, she played several years with this Lady Cougars team, and a lot of her classmates and teammates growing up are across the way from her. You know that's going to bring a little extra jitters, as if you need it anymore in the first round of the 14th region. She'll want to play big, and they need her to play big in this contest.
Yeah, she's the lone senior. You know, she's the one that's got the most. You're right. She's got the most postseason experience. She's the one that a lot of players, just like Abby Maggard last year with this young bunch, probably the one that got to ask all the questions. What do we need to do? How do we need to get ready? And Bentley's got to answer those questions this year.
There is a Leslie County team, and I mean no disrespect, but they were red hot. And Hazard caught them with a good swing, then they caught them with another swing, and the next thing you know, Hazard punched their ticket when a lot of people thought it would be Leslie here tonight.
Yeah, you know, there's one thing about Hazard. They've got like magic pixie dust when it comes to postseason. If a team's going to pull the upset or the miracle win or whatever, Hazard's got that. They've had it for years. They've had it back in the 90s when me and you was in school, which is a long time ago. But it just seems that Hazard, when they've got that big-time moments, has got some kind of magical dust, that, man, they're able to pull an upset off at any time.
And, of course, they have followed them well from Perry County, Kentucky. They're sitting just behind James and I, and the Band of Gold just finished their tune, and they'll turn it off then to the folks across the way from Letcher. And, James, 2 things. I got to keep you within 2 that both teams have to do well to be happy at halftime.
Well, you say 2, but there's really, I think Hazard's got 3. I'll start with Hazard.
I know it'd take 3.
No, well, they've got to control the tempo.
Yes, sir.
Letcher likes getting it, and Coach Baker will run the sideline with them, getting it, wanting it to go. Hazard can't. I don't think Hazard can get with an up and down game with Letcher Central. The second thing is, Hazard's got to play within themselves. They've got to take good shots. You know, they can't rush up and down the floor. And then the third thing, being a young team, and we talked about it in the first game, is turnovers. You can't turn the ball over, especially Letcher Central, because Coach Baker and them will make you pay for the turnovers that you do.
I think it's fouls and rebounds. If Letcher, for Hazard to win, Letcher's got to have somebody or somebodies get in foul trouble. And that's not a disrespect to Hazard. It's just the game plan should be to drive it down the heart of that zone, attack that press wide open, and try to get either Witt or Couch in foul trouble. And then you can't give, Letcher's too good, you can't give them second, third opportunities.
Oh, I'm telling you, you took it right off my notes. I mean, you're right on it. Letcher's got to stay out of foul trouble, and they got to be able to block out and keep Hazard from getting second, third, fourth shot opportunities.
Well, I know one thing. We're just about 5.5 minutes away from tipping off this fourth game. Who's going on to the next round? Who's joining the Final Four? We'll see who it's going to be as David Adams and Manus Blair bring you the tip of this one after this commercial break.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Heinemann Pharmacy, located inside the new Heinemann Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Heinemann Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Heinemann Bypass. Call the Heinemann Pharmacy at 785-0513.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back. Getting ready for game 2 here of the Appalachian Wireless Girls 14th Regional Tournament. The Hazard Lady Bulldogs will take on the Letcher County Central Lady Cougars, Manus. Should be an interesting game. Both teams playing pretty well right now.
Well, you know, even in the first matchup in which they had, the score was not indicative of how well Hazard Bulldogs had played early in the game. In other words, it ended up being 61-45 at Hazard, but it was a much closer game than the score would indicate. When you're looking at this particular game as well, how will Hazard handle Holcomb with outside with their three-pointer and Couch inside against Hannah Cottle? What will the Hazard Lady Bulldogs do in relation? Can they knock down some of those threes if Letcher Central plays zone? And can they get the basketball into Hannah Cottle and to Eddington to score the basketball in and around the basket?
Will Witt take the basketball to the rim for the Cougars is a big question as well.
And once she does that, will she convert it or look to be a kick it out to Holcomb? And that game was earlier in the season, and we'll see how things play out and what Coach Baker shows to the Bulldogs and what Coach Howard in turn will show back to the Lady Cougars.
Absolutely. We're just about a minute and a half to get those starting lineups started here at Estill County. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have our starting lineups, and we're about out of peanut butter roll candy, Manus.
Well, that's bad.
Devin Combs is tough on it, my friend. He's tough on it. We'll be back to Estill County. The lineups coming up.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
At HCTC, you're more than just a student.
I am motivated.
I am retired.
I am a grandmother.
I am a veteran.
I am an entrepreneur.
I am a son.
I am a small business owner.
I am HCTC.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Estill County, the side of the girls' 14th Regional Tournament, sponsored by Appalachian Wireless, and we're glad to have you along. Magnus Blair, once again, my friend, it is time for that time at the night where the lineups are due.
And it'll be the away team first on the scoreboard. That will be the Hazard Lady Bulldogs, 14-16 on the season, coached by Mr. Todd Howard. Number 5, 8th grade guard, Maddie Fronapple. Number 13, senior guard, Heidi Bentley. Number 20, freshman guard, Autumn Ramey. Number 11, freshman forward, Laura Everidge. And number 30, freshman center, Hannah Caudle. Once again, the Lady Bulldogs are 14-16 on the season, losing to Prairie Central in the finals of the 54th, 64-49. And for the home team now, the Letcher County Central Lady Cougars, 20-9 on the season. Number 1, junior guard, Kara Holcomb. Number 5, junior guard, Paige Dameron. Number 44, senior guard, Jalen Witt. Number 2, senior forward, Kiera Couch. And number 52, sophomore center, Allie Bailey. And the Lady Cougars are coached by Mr. Keith Baker. Letcher Central won the 53rd district with a 50-48 win over Knott County Central. Once again, tonight's officials will be out of the 15th region.
Bulldogs come into the regional tournament, lost to Prairie Central in the championship, beat a good Leslie County team to get here.
And once again, that Leslie County team was on the uptick.
Yes, they was.
And I was seriously almost had them at the top of the 14th region coming in. But that's tournament action for you.
Yep, Coach Farmer doing a great job with that team over there this year. Team showed a lot of energy, improved through the season, and turned out to be one of our top teams in the region. No question about it.
Yep.
And Ryan Farmer is her buddy, and we want to say hello to him over there. He always good sports fan, watching ball games.
One of the best.
Scotty Boland.
One of the best. As we thank everybody for tuning in on Hometown 24.
As my buddy Dave Dixon says, it's time to play a little basketball, man.
Here we go. As Witt gets the tip, and Hazard comes out in the man-to-man, so look to go to Couch with the isolation. Comes off with Holcomb for the wide-open three, and it's long. Rebound comes back to Holcomb.
Nice hustle by the Cougars to keep it alive.
And it looks like they may be playing a little bit of triangle and two.
They're going to use average to double on Couch, as you notice her not.
She's right in the middle. Yeah. She's on the ball line, as they say in defensive scheme.
Absolutely.
There goes Witt. Witt drops it to Allie Bailey, and Allie Bailey lays it in.
Nice play by Bailey, right off the square for the bucket. Cougars 1-2-2 to get started here.
And bringing it up three-quarter court. And once again, you were talking about Witt taking the ball in there and giving it up, and she did that right there. So Coach Howard calls out a play as Front Apple turns around and they get everything set.
Bulldogs being patient against the zone.
As Ramey goes in, kicks back. Average has the left hand, and it's going to be a foul on Couch. Couch said she did not foul.
Couch.
Average will go to the line to shoot 2, and she is shooting 59% on the season. Couch cannot afford to get in foul trouble. And Average knocks down the first.
Average been playing good basketball here over the last month. Coach Bill Fannin, glad to have you along, big guy up there in Hazard. A legend you are, my friend.
And the second one's missed. Bailey with the rebound. Say hello to Perry Fowler up in Letcher County.
Glad to have him along.
Robert Lewis, who got in the basketball game okay tonight.
Sonny Frazier's watching as well.
Yes, and that's a steal by Front Apple. And she finds a slip spot. I hope she's okay. Witt will go in, and she is fouled, misses it, and Ramey is going to be called for the foul, and that's Ramey's first. And that will send Witt to the line for 2.
From Apple just went straight down, Manus, to be honest with you.
And that was dangerous.
Yes.
I'm not sure what happened there. And Witt knocks down the first, 65% on the season. And the referee tells Coach Howard there's nothing they can do about that. If you don't see that wet spot, and Witt misses it and scrambles but doesn't get her own rebound, and Average comes out with it. Average wide open, misses it, and it will go out of bounds.
Nice block out by Witt. From Apple getting the ball.
Yeah, Average normally a good three-point shooter out there.
Another legend, Coach Dickie Adams. Bumper Adams up in Letcher County. Glad to have you guys along tonight on Hometown 24.
Witt splits, goes in, and lays it in.
Now that's what we talked about before the game, Manus Blair. Will Witt be aggressive and use the lane and take the ball home?
And she showed you that she was going to be as Cottle picks up the first foul. Witt will try to complete the second opportunity, and she does.
Nice touch. 6-1 her score, 5:48 first quarter from Estill County.
And once again, Letcher Central with a 1-2-2, and I thought that pass was going out of bounds from our angle, but Average saves it. Front Apple's got to be aggressive. She is. She goes in, and it doesn't go. And that foul will be, I think, on Holcomb. No, I'm wrong. It is on Bailey, and that will be her first, as Front Apple will go to the line to shoot 2. 70% from the line so far this year. And it's a little strong.
You may have jinxed her on that one, Manus.
I probably did. I'm sorry. Especially Vivian. Vivian, if you're watching, I am sorry if I did that.
Grader.
But I'm sure she's here
What a
probably
player.
somewhere. And Maddie makes the second of 2. And, you know, we've already shot more free throws in the other game, shot by the end of the game. But these teams are actively taking it to the go, and that's going to be a turnover by Dameron. Bentley with it, goes up and puts it in.
Nice touch by Bentley, 6-4 our score.
Dameron went a little bit too deep and did not see the defender, who was, of course, Heidi Bentley. Dameron gives it up to Bailey. Bailey with the left hand and puts it in.
Bailey's being active on the block early for the Cougars.
Give her 4. Nice pass by Dameron, and that's going to be a steal by Witt. Witt's going to power it up and misses it. Dameron with the rebound, and it's taken away by Ramey.
Got to get that bucket.
Average in, looks wide open as Front Apple, gives it up to Cottle and puts it in.
Nice pass by Front Apple to Cottle to get the bucket. 8-6 their score.
Unselfish play by Front Apple, and gets Cottle with her first 2. And turnovers by the Lady Cougars. Couch comes out of it. It's as they're in that 2-1-2 now and trying to pack it in. Dameron with a 3, and it's going to be long. Rebound comes down to Couch. And they're packing it way in there, David Adams.
Yeah, they are. It's really the only way they can contain Couch. If they spread it, go one-on-one, I just don't think they can contain her.
Isolation Couch, and that's a 15-footer, and she knocks it down.
That's one of her strengths. She can go there and hit the 15-footer.
Front Apple, and it's going to be over top of Ramey and out of bounds. So
unforced turnover, and they do not want that. It's a 30. We'll leave it here. We'll try to check on scores from over the 15th, maybe the 13th. We get an opportunity here. If anybody has those scores, pass them along to us as well. 10-6 our score here at Estill County. Cougars leading Manus. I think we have coming up on Friday night, you look at Perry and Owsley, I think that's going to be a great basketball game.
Better get here early.
Yeah.
If you want a seat, you better get here early. I think it's going to be one of those style games, and who can impose their will on the other, and then whoever wins this game is going to have Estill County on their home floor. So you better get here early Friday night. On the timeout, Letcher Central comes out, and Hazard still in that 2-3. And Dameron sails one into the Hazard bench. So turnover by both teams. The 1-2-2 has kind of hurt the Lady Bulldogs getting it across, and you've got to be careful about getting it across and pulling it up. You got to get rid of it. Bentley into Front Apple, which gives it to Average. Average has the angle, loses control of it.
Got to be strong with the basketball on the drive to the hoop.
And once again, I blame it on that new slick basketball that's yet to be broken in.
You have brought that up a few times.
And it's really tough, and it's got that emblem on as Holcomb shoots the 3, misses it. Nice touch and rebound by Caudle. She was in there battling with Bailey for that rebound. Letcher Central in man-to-man now. And Ramey slips as well out there. I'm not sure what's going on. And the official walks out there to see what's going on.
We do have a lot of players.
It's right in that area that the official is standing at, and I'm not sure what's going on there. And it may be with just the players around the free throw line are sending a little sweat down as they stand there waiting on the free throws. Floyd Central is ahead 51-50 as Couch misses it. Bailey misses, and rebound comes down to Front Apple. And Front Apple lays it in as no one stops the basketball.
Nice touch off the glass for the 8th grader.
And Mr. Jamie Hughes is 51-50. Floyd Central with 46.6 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Thank you, Jamie.
That's a dandy going on at the Appalachian Center.
Down to 140. Dameron will shoot the 3, and it's long. Rebound's going to come down to Bentley.
Cougars been settling on the 18, 19-footer, and
it's working to the advantage of the Hazard Lady Bulldogs.
I think they've got if you're a Hazard, you want them to keep doing that, but if you're the Cougars, you want to get the ball at the foul line maybe and get a touchdown low, the high-low going for the Cougars with Couch and Witt.
And did not mention it, but Eddington is in the basketball game for the Cougars as Caudle will knock down the short baseline jumper, give her 4. And we have a tie score with 1:20 to go in the 1st quarter.
Been a while since the Cougars have put 2 on the board.
Holcomb with a long 3, misses it. Bailey with a rebound, goes to Dameron. Dameron with a cross court pass. Got to shift that thing to the baseline each time. And they're going to call a walk on Witt, as she got caught too deep, and they said she changed pivot feet.
Cougars still with the pressure. 1-2-2.
Nice look by front apple to Caudill, and she is fouled by Dameron. And that's going to be Dameron's first, and Caudill will go to the line for 2. Caudill very active in this first quarter for the Lady Bulldogs.
38 seconds remains in the first quarter.
Caudill with the first. She knocks it down. 74% on the season for Caudill.
Bulldogs' first lead in the ball game. 11-10 her score.
Second one is good as well. This zone is slowing the Cougars down on the offensive set.
Yes, it is.
And they're enticing them to take those threes. Couch with a kick to Witt. Couch steps in with a jumper. It's off. Rebound's going to come down to Dameron with 13 seconds.
Clock's at 10.
Gives it up to Bailey, and Bailey will shoot it, and it's going to be Eddington with the rebound. Coach Howard wanted an over-the-back foul called. Front Apple shoots it, and it's going to come up short.
We played one at Estill County. Hazard 12, Letcher Central 10. We'll take a break. Stay with us here on Hometown 24.
Some may see you as victims, and no doubt you have lost much and endured even more. But we at KRCC see you as the strong and resilient survivors that you are, and our team stands ready side by side with you as you rebuild your lives and we help rebuild the communities that we all hold so dear. If you need our help, please call KRCC at 1-800-262-7491 or stop by any KRCC location and ask for help. KRCC cares.
Just want to watch the game.
Dad turned on the ceiling fan, use the gray remote, hit power, then input.
It's not working.
That's the silver one.
It might be difficult to understand what all the remotes on your coffee table do. But with a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in every county, at least it's easy to get great insurance. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Next time, I'll just go to the game.
Second quarter getting ready to start here at Estill County. 12-10 our score. The zone, the 2-3 zone, is to slow the Cougars down and force to take the outside shot, Manus Blair.
And, you know, if you're going to take it, as Coach Calipari says, if you're going to shoot them, you got to make some of them. So Coach Baker's probably saying the same thing. You're going to shoot them, we got to knock them down. And Hazard's going to employ that zone as long as they do not knock them down. So as we start, it's man-to-man by the Lady Cougars. Eddington comes off the high post screen, turns, misses it, rebound by Eddington, and she will put it in.
Eddington working there. She's been improving, especially the last 6 weeks of season, been working extremely hard and contributing to this basketball team.
And Dameron picks up her second as Eddington will shoot to complete the three-point play. Comes up short, and Bailey will get the rebound. And I would agree with you. Eddington has improved dramatically over the course of the latter part of the season. Very active on the boards and active taking the basketball to the go. Dameron with a skip pass all the way across. Two people surrounding Couch inside that zone.
Hazard's guarding the paint and daring anybody to take a shot.
And it's deflected, and nope, I thought it was going to be a steal. And foul's going to be called, and that foul is going to be on Front Apple, and that's going to be her first. Dameron with it over on the wing, skip double pass over. Witt on the baseline.
Witt's got to take that, Manus.
And there's going to be another foul, and it'll be underneath. And
it's 10-footer.
Yep. And that's going to be on average. From the 16th region, Boyd County beats Morgan County in girls basketball 52-37. Thank you, Jamie Hughes. 6:53 to go, 14-10.
And speaking of Jamie Hughes, we will have him on the halftime. Him and James Sandlin coming up right here about 6-7 minutes away.
And the shot was blocked, and Couch got it, and she was fouled as she attempted to go back up. And that's going to be on average, and that will be Average's first. Excuse me, that will be her second foul.
That's a big foul.
Yes, it is. And Couch will go to the line. First one's up, and it's good. And as you always say, she's an 82% free throw shooter. As Davidson will come in for Average, and Pavlik will come in for Dameron, as both of those young ladies have 2 fouls in the first half.
14-11 or score. Couch with 1 more.
And she will knock it down as well. Give her 4. Letcher Central back and not in the 1-2-2. Straight up zone, man-to-man looks like. Front Apple got the edge, kicks it to Bentley. Bentley with a short jumper. It's going to be long. Holcomb with the rebound.
Got a good look. Just shot it too hard.
Lob into it, and it's taken away by Cottle. Pass is a little bit short, and it was taken away. Front Apple to the baseline, nowhere to go with it, and she'll throw it off of Witt's legs, and it's going to be a timeout.
And it will be a full timeout. 14-12 is their score, 5:47, second quarter. We'll be back.
When it comes to your family's health care, making the right connection is easy with just a call, click, or visit to one of Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation's clinics serving Eastern Kentucky and Southwest Virginia. Our providers cover the full spectrum of medicine for the whole family, as well as specialty and support services such as pulmonary, optometry, dentistry, and podiatry, plus on-site labs, x-rays, nutritionist, and more. Call today for an appointment or telehealth visit. Now accepting Virginia Medicaid. Mountain Comprehensive Health Corporation.
Appalachian Wireless Girls 14th Regional Tournament, Manus Blair, and we appreciate their sponsorship so much to help us be here and bring on, just put on some great high school basketball in the area, and glad to be here at Estill County. Want to thank Estill County for all their hospitality, and we want to thank all you viewers for tuning in tonight, and glad to have all of you along. Mr. Tick Lewis up at Weisberg, he's watching, and
or he may be over there in the bleachers.
I'd say he's watching. He's got a big bologna sandwich and a cold Pepsi, and he's watching a good ball game right here on Hometown 24.
Front Apple takes it and knocks it down. Net does not move.
You know, that was a big space there to shoot.
Straight handoff.
Yep, 17-12 or score, Hazard's largest lead.
Pavlik gives it up, and it's going to be taken away by Cottle again. Davidson behind the defense, gets it, gives it up to Eddington, and blocked by Couch. Stolen by Witt from Eddington after she got her own block shot. Couch got to be careful with that one foul. Got to get a little bit more movement, do the Lady Cougars against the zone of Hazard.
To be honest with you, they're daring Witt to shoot out at the top of the circle, to be honest with you.
And they call Witt for a double dribble as Pavlik goes out and Stamper comes in. Floyd Central is ahead of the Pike County Central Lady Hawks, 56-52 in the fourth quarter. Handoff again is Cottle. The last time she handed it off to Front Apple, and that's going to be carrying the basketball on Bentley as Pennington will give Cottle a rest.
Cottle's played well defensively, and she's rebounded well for Hazard.
Had 2 steals at consecutive times down the floor.
Holcomb has got to get started for the Cougars and make the defense spread out a little bit, Manus Blair.
And there she comes. Sets it up, and it's off. And it's going to go off Pennington out of bounds as she couldn't control it. In other words, usually you're seeing 4 Lady Bulldogs in the lane. Gives it up to Couch. And it's deflected by Eddington. Coach Howard wanting a walk as Holcomb misses the 3. Rebound's going to come down to Stamper in the corner. And they're going to say it went off of Stamper, and it will be Hazard basketball. Coach Baker disagrees with that. It was all the way across the floor for both of us, so we couldn't clearly see what transpired. That handoff series is giving Lady Cougars some trouble, and Front Apple goes in, and that's going to be a foul, and that's going to be on the floor, and that's going to be on Pennington.
Front Apple, a good drive, Manus, but she went into a crowded area. There were 3 Cougars waiting on her that time.
And Couch put her hand straight to the ceiling to show the official that she had guarding position.
Yep.
Lady Cougars yet to figure out this zone defense that the Lady Bulldogs is playing.
You can't get shy if you're Holcomb. You've got to put it up.
And another turnover. 3 straight wing turnovers trying to enter the ball into the post.
3:18 until the half. 17-12, 5-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs.
And here comes the handoff series once again. Screen comes up. Front Apple misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Eddington. She goes up. It's missed. Gets her own rebound, and that's going to be a foul on Bailey, looks like.
Well, right now, they're outworking the Cougars under the basket.
And that's going to be the second on Bailey. In other words, right now the game is being played at the pace of the Lady Bulldogs, David.
Yes, it is.
Bentley goes in, misses it, and that's going to be a foul on Pennington. And that's going to be her second, and that's going to be the 5th team foul on the Lady Bulldogs, which will send, I believe it might be Allie Bailey to the line for 2. And it is Bailey. First one's up, and it's long. Bailey shooting 68% as Pennington will go out of the basketball game, and Cottle will come in for her after getting a rest. See if Cottle can continue her good effort in the first half. Bailey's up, and she will knock it down.
Leads at 4 with that free throw.
Front Apple behind the back trying to beat Witt off the dribble. Stamper doing a good job on the basketball. It's close to being a 5-second call as Bentley finally got rid of it. Front Apple, and that's going to be a charge on Front Apple as Couch took the charge, and that's going to be Front Apple's first, I believe. as Couch drew. No, that's her second, excuse me.
Coach Howard had the tie on, and now the tie is off.
That's not a good signal usually. As long as he doesn't do anything with that tie.
He's a hard worker.
Under 2, 17-13. Lady Cougars yet without a bucket in this second quarter as the pass goes off of. And once again,
that spot has been used a lot tonight.
Yep, and it's 146, 17-13, Lady Bulldogs. Couch at the high post. And it's going to, nope, I thought it was going to be stolen. And they're going to call over and back on the Lady Cougars. I thought it had been deflected. And Coach Baker is not accepting the, he's not accepting what the referee said to him. Here comes that handoff series once again. Bentley with a shot, and it's missed, and it will go out of bounds, and it will stay with the Lady Bulldogs.
That's a tough angled shot for Bentley. One deep and fading out, and that makes it tough to make it. 116 until the half. 4-point difference.
Front Apple with a dribble, kicks it, it's deflected out of bounds, and it will be a turnover. Coach Howard, will he get some of those girls out to this too? And he tries to get Ramey in the game, but the basketball had already been put in play. Front Apple cannot pick up another foul. Holcomb with a wide open three, and it's long. Rebound's going to come down to Witt. Witt puts it in, and that's the first basket in the second quarter for the Lady Cougars.
Yep, Witt's got to be more active on offense. She's got to take it to him, be aggressive. .33 seconds, 2-point difference.
Caudill off the high post, misses it. Stamper with a rebound. Bailey behind the defense. Witt in the middle of the floor gives it up to Stamper. Stamper with a jumper, and it does not draw iron. Front Apple with a no look to Davidson. It's stolen. No, not stolen. Knocked out of bounds by Couch.
Nice hustle by Couch to get back as the Bulldogs would have had the layup.
And Ramey will come in with 7.3 seconds to go.
You've got 7 seconds. You've got time to get a shot here. Bentley will take it to start with.
I'm not sure they know how much time as Bentley looks at it and got to put it up, and Front Apple will, and it will come up short.
We played a half here at Estill County. 17 for the Bulldogs, 15 for the Cougars. We've got the guys coming up at our man Toyota at the Hyatt. Stay with us for that. We'll be back shortly.
A lot has changed in 100 years. We've gone from the Model T to the electric car, from silent film to home theaters, and from the telegram to the iPhone. And through it all, People's Bank and Trust of Hazard has been there for local people. From paper checks to debit cards, from wire transfers to online banking, People's Bank has maintained a tradition of service while embracing the future for your financial needs. Celebrating a century of service to the mountains. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
I was born and raised in Leslie County, and now I live and maintain my law practice in Hazard.
I came back home to the mountains to fight for mountain people. At Wilder and Mosley Injury Law, we love our communities and the people that live in them.
We want you to know that you have 2 attorneys fighting for you as hard as they possibly can that grew up in the communities and work in the communities that you're from.
If you've been injured in a car wreck, a slip and fall, or by an act of negligence, call call us at Wilder and Mosley Injury Law. We are East Kentucky's trial team.
Welcome to halftime. Hometown 24 coverage. Letcher County Cougars, Hazard Bulldogs. Jamie, it's everything we expected it to be and more.
One of my favorite stories in the Bible, my friend, is whenever they say, did you save the best for last? We have perhaps saved the best for last. The 14th regional tournament's final game. It's a classic.
It is. Coach Baker and Coach Howard both is coaching as hard as I've seen them coach all year. The officials are doing a good job.
Well, that depends on who you ask.
Well, I think no matter which side you ask, overall they're doing a pretty good job.
Coach Howard's tie had to have a string to it, like a rubber band, because it shot about a foot above his head when he threw it off.
That's probably why Coach Baker don't wear a tie.
You're right.
Experience and a veteran coach, he's like, I'm not putting it on because that's one less thing I got to pull off.
One coach was working on one end and the other one at the same time. Somebody had to be right and somebody had to be wrong. We'll let you people at home help us determine who it was. But James, 17-15, what do you do here, man?
Well, I think if you're Letcher, you've got to find a way to get Kara Couch involved. She wasn't involved much in the first half. Witt's got to drive the ball a little bit more. You know, overall, it's not been a bad basketball game. Letcher's had some open shots, but I'm going to credit both teams to really good defense in the first half.
Only 3 Lady Cougars scored in the first half. Couch held to 4 points. That won't be the case in the second half. I promise you, they were making changes to get her more touches before they got to the locker room.
Yeah, they're going to have to. You know, she averages 18, 20 points a ball game for a reason. They're going to have to figure out a way to get her in. But now credit to Coach Howard and the Bulldogs. They've fronted her. They've backed her behind her. She's been double-teamed everywhere they go. I maybe, if I'm Coach Baker, might do a spread offense, but Hawkins got to hit a couple threes to get Hazard out of that 1-3-1.
Now, if I'm Hazard, James, Maddie Frontapple with 6 points, but more importantly, 2 fouls. They have to have her playing the entire second half, right?
Well, they do, but you credit Cottle and Eddington. Like I said in pregame, those 2 girls are working her hind end off underneath the basket, getting a couple second shot opportunities, third opportunities. Cottle's knocked down a couple of 10-footers.
Freshman Cottle says, hey, I'm just here to have fun. Put up 6 points and probably had that many rebounds. She played sensational in the first half for Hazard.
Yeah, they're playing good defense on the other side. If you're Letcher, you know, Hawkins had a couple of good looks, just not got the ball to go down. Stamper had a couple of good shots in the first half, couldn't get them to go down. Letcher's had some really good shots, but they don't count unless they go through.
You're right, my friend, and of course both teams right now, the jitters is out the door. They broke the sweat, they're playing hard, and now it's just executing X's and O's. I like the fact that Hazard has been able to get back and make Letcher get their buckets off the 3rd and 4th options rather than, I don't know if they scored any fast break points.
I don't either, and Hazard is controlling the tempo.
Yes, sir.
You know, I figured it would be the other way. I figured Letcher, the more veteran ball club being here, would probably have the tempo. But so far, Hazard's pushed the envelope, and Letcher's going up and down the floor with them.
We talked in the pregame about how Hazard, some would call it an upset, depends on who you talk to, against Leslie. Leslie, I say that, folks, only because Leslie was playing the best basketball, I thought, of anybody in the region at the end of the season. But Hazard said, we're going to the regional tournament. And now they're trying to punch their ticket to the Final Four against this Letcher Central team that some picked to win this whole region.
Yeah, and it's going back and forth. You know, I had an official opportunity to talk to the officials that did the first game during the first half. You know, they've liked the way the 14th region girls tournament has went. It's been a clean tournament. And my hat's off to the officials. They're letting the athletes figure out the game. They're not, because, you know, sometimes the officials want to become the spotlight in the ball game. It is what it is. But not this time. They're letting the players decide who's winning. And 3 tickets have already been punched, and we're about 16 minutes from figuring out number 4.
We will have it down to 64 teams. Only 64 will remain. A shout out to the ladies over at Floyd Central. James, they hit a couple free throws down the stretch to seal the deal. They had a close one between Pike Central and Floyd Central. The Lady Jags won that one 56-52. And then over in the 16th region, Morgan County. I don't think it's necessarily an upset, but by the margin that Morgan County lost to Boyd County, kind of got some people puzzled because they beat them pretty heavily there, man. So we starting to see these teams roll in as far as who's going on to the next round.
Yeah, of course. Earlier tonight, the Lady Engineers from Estill County punched their ticket against the Lady Cats from Breathitt County. Owsley County won in the first night last night over Knott Central. Second game was Perry Central. So we know that Friday night, Perry, Owsley, Estill, who's number 4? We're going to find out shortly.
I like the fact, too, that I continue to see all you people at home leaving positive comments for your favorite players. And, again, those that are watching us from home on the cable network, I know that you're enjoying this. This is a commitment from Hometown 24 that comes from the top all the way down to the newest guys in the team. And we're enjoying it. We're having fun. And, James, only our second night. Tomorrow night we'll pack up and head down for the boys tournament down in Powell County.
Yeah. Jamie, Coach Baker in the locker room down by 3. Whiteboard up, you got one, you're circling it all the way around. What do you got to do in the second half?
Number 2's got to get the ball much more times. Then I also challenge Witt to be a little bit selfish. I'm doing like you. I'm taking 2 when you only said 1. Witt, there's just a time as a point guard in which you got to know when to pass and when to keep it. I felt like in that first half she made some passes that she probably would have been just as well served to have went to the rim.
Flip it around. Coach Howard, 3-point lead. Where you
Maddie,
go from here?
I love you, kid, but you got to stay out of foul trouble. I can't have you setting the end of the 3rd, beginning of the 4th because you got in foul trouble. And then the other girls that are stepping up, Miss Cotto, go get you some more. Keep that ball high when you get the rebound and put you a couple more in there to start this 3rd quarter off.
Yeah, if you're going to get something to drink or eat, I'd go now because in about 2 minutes, we're going to have about 16 minutes to figure it out, Jamie.
Manus and David doing a sensational job, as well as the guys behind the camera and on the switchers and so forth. And we got the best seat in the house. We'll be back to talk to the coach and the player of the game in about, 20 minutes?
Yeah, 24 minutes.
We'll be back after this commercial break.
Forward Pay at Appalachian Wireless. Why? How about no credit check, no contracts, and most of the features of postpaid? The simple, easy way to stay connected. And right now, get $75 off select Forward Pay devices. Plans starting as low as $19.95 per month for unlimited talk and text. At 5 gig of data for only $29.99. 10 gig of data for only $39.99. How about unlimited data for only $64.99 per month with 25 gig of high-speed data before slowing down? Forward Pay, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. See AppalachianWireless.com for terms and conditions.
Welcome back. Want to thank the guys for that man Toyota at the half. Great show by those guys, Jamie Hughes and James Sandlin, always doing a great job here at Hometown 24. Manus Blair, 3rd quarter. Cougars down 2. Bulldogs have made some plays in the game.
I think the Cougars are going to have to speed up the Lady Bulldogs, and that probably means on the offensive-defensive end they're going to have to speed them up. And the Lady Bulldogs are going to have to continue to run their stuff at the half-court set and be patient and work for that good shot. Hannah Cottle's come out and done a really good job. Lady Cougars have had a hard time trying to get the ball into Couch in the paint area. And Witt's been underneath the basketball other than probably the first or second possession of the basketball game. So we'll see what adjustments were made at halftime by Coach Howard and Coach Baker.
The Cougars will have the basketball to start the 3rd quarter. 17-15 are scored. Cougars can get this thing even or maybe take the lead. So, Manus, let's see if the Bulldogs will keep playing defense and see if the Cougars will attack.
And it looks like they're playing exactly the same defense as they come out, and why not? Ball comes into Witt at the high post. Dameron is called for walking as she shifted both feet before putting the ball on the floor.
to be honest, it looks like sometimes they're afraid of shooting and missing, and you got to go ahead. If you got the look, put it up, and then you can play defense, pressure down.
And, you got to get that thing and get the zone defense moving. If you do miss it, you can get an offense rebound as average goes up, misses it, and the ball's going to be ripped out of there by Bailey.
Big rebound by Bailey.
Couch out at the three-point line now as she comes out down to Bailey, and it's going to be a jump basketball, and that will go to Hazard, and that'll be a turnover on the Lady Cougars. Nice entry pass by there, but better defense by the Lady Bulldogs.
Front Apple using the screen around front. Tough pass there.
And that's a turnover. It's going to leave a live turnover for Dameron, and that's a blocked shot by Front Apple, but she touched the basketball while she was out of bounds, and so it will stay with the Lady Cougars. Nice effort by Front Apple to run Dameron down and block the shot. Lady Cougars with an overload, and nothing happened from the overload.
Holcomb was warming up at halftime, shooting a lot of shots from the wing. Let's see if they can get her started.
Pump fakes, did not take the shot. And that's going to be a turnover as Front Apple steals it. Goes into the middle of the floor, turns, gives it up to Bentley. Average for the three, and it's off. Rebound's going to come down to Couch.
Thought Average may have not got set good there, Manus. She kind of shot it quickly.
Lady Cougars, and it's going to be a timeout as we have a shoe that needs to be tied, I believe. Lady Cougars got to get a little bit more movement, David Adams.
Yes, indeed. We will have the boys region starting tomorrow night. We'll give you a little more information on that soon here and get you ready for tomorrow night's games from Powell County High School.
Dameron goes into the lineup, and it's missed. Bailey with the rebound, and she is fouled. And the foul is going to be called on Eddington, as she will pick up her first, and Bailey would go to the line where she is 1 of 2 so far. And she knocks down the first.
17-16, the game can be tied with this one.
Second one's up, and it comes short, and Couch is going to get it, has a clear avenue, and lays it in. Give her 6.
Yep, Cougars take the lead, 18-17. Bulldogs not blocking out strong there. You got to block out on the basket.
And that will kill you as Couch reads the pass from Front Apple and steals the basketball. Witt pushes it up. Still little movement by the Lady Cougars as Bailey goes to the high post area trying to get the ball down to Couch, but Couch is surrounded each time that you get the basketball in that lane area.
Almost 4 Bulldogs near that lane.
And Witt is knocked away by Bentley and stolen. And we've played almost 4 minutes, David Adams, and we have 3 points. Bulldogs yet to put anything on the board as Eddington throws it to Average, who's pinned, and loses it to Dameron. Dameron goes down against Front Apple again, and Front Apple blocks it again, and this time she is fouled by Holcomb.
from Apple, a very good athlete. 8th grader, Minus has either hand.
And should I talk about a forest? You can't shoot it through the forest. Sometimes you hit a limb.
That is true.
And Eddington gives it up to Average, and Average trying to find way against Holcomb. Can't find anything, asking for help, and then Holcomb fouls again, and that's going to be her 2nd foul.
Cougars has kind of turned the defense up, Minus.
And like I said, you have to play aggressively offensive and defensively if you are the Cougars, because Hazard is controlling the tempo of the basketball game on both ends. As Coach Howard calls off for an isolation for Caudle, has it in there, and it's going to be a foul and 1.
Caudle right off the glass, 19-18 as the Bulldogs take the lead back by 1.
And that's going to be on Coach Howard, who called the isolation, and Front Apple made the good entry pass, and Caudle knocks down the free throw, give her 9. 20-18, Lady Bulldogs. Bailey left wide open there on the foul line extended. Holcomb left wide open, and it will go in. First three of the game for her 71st on the season.
Yep, 20-footer off this left side.
And you could hear the air come out over there on the Letcher County side as Front Apple goes, and she will score. And she is fouled by Witt, and Witt will pick up her first as Stamper will come into the basketball game for Bailey as she picked up her 3rd foul. Front Apple will go to the line where she is 1 of 2 so far to try to complete the old-fashioned 3. And she does.
Bulldogs by 2, 2:48 third quarter.
Bringing the high post up. Stamper into that zone area, gives it up to Couch, and Couch will lay it in.
Nice play by Witt to get to her teammate to Couch for the easy bucket.
Lob to Caudle, and Caudle puts it in. Caught the Lady Cougars napping.
Yep, Bulldogs beating it down the court quickly for that long pass.
Puts Caudle in double figures with 11. Witt in the middle of the lane goes and misses it. As it rolls off, and she will shoot 2 as she was fouled. And that foul is going to be called on, I believe that was on Caudle. Yes, it was. And that's going to be her 2nd as Witt will go to the line. And she is 2 of 3 so far from the free throw line. And it rolls off. Second one goes up, and it was good.
Leads at 1 for Hazard. Letcher go on defense.
Changing pivot feet. Minute and 40 seconds. Stamper goes to the lane, misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Couch, and it's going to go off of Caudle.
Couch in there battling and had an opportunity there.
Gives it up to Witt. Witt turns back to the lane, misses it, and that's going to go off of Letcher Central, and it will be Lady Bulldogs basketball.
Witt probably caught that one under the basket a little deeper than you want to, below the block, to use that square on the board.
Once again, Bulldogs trying to isolate Cottle on the block. Average will turn back, turns again, and she is going to be called for a walk.
Relax, throw it back out to her teammate and try to say it again.
30 seconds. Cougars walking the ball up the floor. Here. As we work under 10 seconds. Gotta go if you're the Lady Cougars. Witt goes up and she will knock it down.
That's going to be a big one by Witt, and it gives the Cougars the lead back, 26-25. We've got the fourth quarter coming up. You don't want to go anywhere. We've got a dandy coming up in Estill County. Stay with us.
This is the fourth app. I don't remember any of these passwords.
With so many subscriptions, it can be impossible to keep up.
Who said that?
Don't worry about who I am. Worry about all the money you're losing paying for all these subscriptions.
I have to use like 13 to watch all the shows I want to watch.
Then sign up for TVS. With TVS, you have all your favorite shows with just one bill. So stop throwing away money and throw away those subscriptions.
Magellan, what should we do with all this money we save by switching to TVS?
Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless Girls 14th Regional Tournament. By the way, want to remind everyone, tomorrow night we'll be at Powell County High School for the boys tournament getting underway. Hazard and Letcher Central will play the first game tomorrow night. Then the Breathitt County Bobcats will take on Estill County. Hope you join us for all the action tomorrow night from Powell County. 8 minutes to go in Estill County as it's the Cougars and Bulldogs going at it.
Witt gives it in to Couch. Couch up, misses it. Point blank range. Usually she knocks that shot down as Bentley throws it. Throw the ball across court was a tough catch by Eddington. Coach Howard did not want that. He wants a slow, methodical offense, and that's going to be a moving screen, and that's going to be a turnover on Letcher Central as the foul was called on Scarlett Stamper. And, David, this has turned into a grinding game.
Yeah, you know, you probably expected to see the Bulldogs try to slow the game down, and to be honest, it was to their advantage. You mentioned that early.
And Average takes it away after losing it. One referee had a foul and one had a tied-up basketball, so we'll see which one saw what. And so it's going to be called a foul on Couch, as Bailey will come in for Stamper, and Couch did not recognize that Average was coming in from out of bounds and stole the basketball away from Couch, and then Couch fouled Average. Average with Couch on her, surveys the action, gives it back to Front Apple. And we have a double dribble called on Ramey. Unforced turnover out front. I was looking away, David Adams. I really did not see what happened.
Good pressure on the wings by the Cougars that time. And Ramey, I think she wanted to pass it to the right side over here, but changed her mind and held the ball a second and put the ball back down on the floor. Bulldogs still guarding that paint.
And Holcomb shoots the three, misses it, does not get boxed out, gets her own rebound. Witt goes into the lane, gives it up to Couch, and Couch is fouled by Ramey, I believe.
Nice play by Witt.
And it is Ramey, and Ramey will pick up her second as Couch will shoot two.
You know, the Bulldogs have played great defense tonight. They really have.
They've played assignment basketball, which
yes,
means they've done exactly, I believe, what Coach Howard wants them to do in the half-court defensive set. And that's the limit the touches that Couch gets as Couch makes her. Comes in for Ramey.
Cougars with a 2-point lead now.
Second one, third one, fourth one, 4 out of 4. Excuse me out
We've
there.
had 2 long days of basketball, Mavis Blair. 28-25.
I might need to. As Witt cuts her off on the baseline, Average nice fake goes in, and it will not come down as Couch gets the rebound. Lady Bulldogs needed that one to go down.
Yes, they did.
Witt goes in the lane, throws it back out to Holcomb. Witt goes in the middle of the lane, goes up. Bailey trying to seal Cottle off on the bottom, and Witt unable to get the basketball to her. Witt into Allie Bailey. She goes up, and it is blocked. Bentley throws it in there, and it's thrown away.
Yeah, that was a tight area there.
And the rebound's going to come down to Dameron, who throws it out for a 3. And that's going to be her third, as Eddington will go to the line. She's been there once tonight and missed it. Got to be careful when you got the basketball underneath the basket and throw it toward the other team's basket, as Eddington
puts a lot of air under her free throws.
Yep.
Nice form, good follow through.
Second one's up, and it's off. Rebound. Rebound to Front Apple, and she puts it in, and we have a tie score.
28 all.
And that's going to be putting Front Apple in double figures with 11. And we have a new game, David Adams.
Yes, we do. Plenty of time in the game, 4.5.
Dameron spins, gives it up to Couch. Into Witt. Witt in the middle gives it up to Holcomb. Witt beats Cottle and lays it in.
Nice move by Witt. Big time play there, 30-28.
And Witt's in double figures with 11. Late Cottle down on the block. Crossover on the floor. And that foul is on Couch, and that will be her third.
Yeah, you're right. It's the third one on Couch, and I thought Coach Baker is
going to call timeout.
Yeah, he's wanting a timeout to talk this over a little bit here, and it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll be back.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
Estill County High School is Letcher Central is up 30-28 with 3:45 to go in the fourth quarter.
We knew it was going to be a grind game because
it's definitely a grind game.
You know, Hazard, good zone. They're very good at it, and you knew.
And they're trying to take away the strengths of Letcher Central and on out front so that they can't enter the ball into Caudle.
Yeah.
In 13th Region Girls, Knox Central defeated Harlan 60-39. As Front Apple will go to the line to shoot 2.
8th grader, and she's played a good ball game tonight for the Bulldogs.
Yep, and give her 12 as she makes the first. Three out of 4 so far from the free throw line. Misses that one, and Couch with the rebound. And each possession gets more and more
Cougars got to get better spacing.
And it's stolen away from Witt by Bentley.
2 steals. Three minutes. 1 point lead for the Cougars. Bulldogs has the basketball.
Holcomb beat by Everidge, and it's missed. Rebound to Couch.
Yeah.
Hazard can still sit back in their zone even with 2:30-something to go, and Coach Baker says widen it out here a little bit. And I believe the Bulldogs are going to go man-to-man, and Couch misses it.
Hazard. It's going to be a full, so we'll take a full as well. 30-29. Stay with us.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Welcome back to the Girls 14th Region, sponsored by Appalachian Wireless, Maintenance Flyer, and we want to thank those folks for their sponsorship. We remind everyone we'll be back in the Girls Region and be looking forward to that as the Commodores and Owls will start us out on Friday night at 6 o'clock. Game 30-29, and
let's see what they've drawn up here. And I think it may be an isolation for, and Front Apple goes straight to the goal and misses it. And she is.
Does she miss? Very, very seldom.
And the last time Letcher Central forced Hazard to go man-to-man, and they're back to man-to-man, even with that 1 point deficit.
Yeah.
And Witt goes in, and that's going to be a block shot and out of bounds.
That was a great play set up by Coach Harrod to get his team that layup.
And Front Apple just missed it.
She just missed it.
She's
Did everything correct. Left hand, left side.
Right, and she's got to wipe that out off her memory bank. Kick out to Holcomb. 1:48 to go. And it's stolen by Front Apple. Front Apple goes in, and it's blocked by Witt from behind, and it will stay with the Lady Bulldogs.
Minute 36.
Next foul, David Adams. The Lady Bulldogs will go to the line for 2. Lady Bulldogs with only 1 team foul. And it's going to be a turnover by the Lady Bulldogs.
Too close to the sideline, Manus.
That's side of the three-point line.
Bentley will switch a defense assignments, and From Apple.
So as they bring it up, Witt goes to the goal, shoots the basketball, and it's going to go off. And kick out to Witt. And there's going to be a timeout by Coach Baker and David Adams. Ill-advised shot probably that last time because, you know, if you want them to foul you, you're just going to have to backtrack that thing up and spread them out and force them to foul you. And you have 1 foul as Hazard. So Hazard can be real aggressive on trying to take the basketball away. Still with 1 minute and 11 seconds. And I'm not really sure if Coach Baker actually wants them to take anything other than a layup in this situation.
Well, I mean, you have the thinking he's going to inbound the ball on the side or.
And it is on the side.
Yes. And so the Cougars will spread their offense right here, and the Bulldogs will play man, no doubt.
And the ball is, I thought they may defend the line. Witt goes in and misses it. Rebound by Couch, and it goes in.
Big bucket by Couch, and 32-29, and that was huge at the time. 50 seconds go in the ball game.
Doesn't have to go, and Front Apple goes down, retains it. Witt jumps back in, and it's a jump ball, and the ball will go to Hazard. And Coach Howard wanted a foul.
The ball was loose.
And, you know, it's tough. A lot of that's incidental contact, but, you know, he's fighting for his team.
Yes, he is. He's a hard fighter and a hard worker. Him and Coach Baker really working hard to
ball up, and Coach Howard has to take a timeout, and he has one more after this.
So we'll just leave it here. And
do not have to take a three-pointer, David Adams,
no,
right here.
I wouldn't think so. I think Hazard's got time to get
back on them. Or you still got that one timeout. You can set your defense up or whatever. But, you know, what you've got situation here, too, you've got 14 fouls on Letcher Central. So if they do commit a foul, it sends Hazard to the line, and then they can make them and then set their defense up. So many different variations or many different ways of playing it.
Absolutely. And want to remind everyone, after the game's over, we'll have our post-game show. Have the winning coach and our Alice Lloyd College player of the game. So stay for that one. Should be coming up. 32-29 their score. Minus the Bulldogs will throw the ball in.
To the middle of the lane, goes up, and it's no good. Rebound's going to come down to Couch, but she stepped out of bounds. Johnson Central ahead of Lawrence County 25-14 over in the 15th region.
Appalachian Wireless Arena over there.
Here comes the double screen. There's a ghost screen and it's blocked by Couch. Foul, and Eddington will make that foul, and that's the second team foul for the Bulldogs, and they're going to have to foul 3 more times, and they got to go after the basketball.
Yes, they do.
Just go after the basketball. You're not trying to just foul, but foul where you have a chance to steal, and Bentley commits the foul, and that, once again, is the 3rd team foul now. So they're going to have to foul 1 more time. You would think they would hold or do whatever, but not let them just get the basketball in, and they do. And that's going to be a foul on Bentley, and that's her second. And that's going to be down to 22.5 seconds, and now both teams are in the double bonus with the next foul.
Cougars with that 3-point lead right now. Hazard, good pressure on the ball.
And it comes into Holcomb, and Front Apple will foul, and that's Kara Holcomb to the line. She has not shot a free throw so far tonight. Two very big free throws. And the first one is good.
Yeah, that's a big one right there.
Makes it a 2 possession game. Sorry, David, I took the word. And the second one is good as well.
Now, Bulldogs got to come quick with 20 seconds.
Yes, they got to put something in quick. They got to be going toward the goal. And there's Front Apple trying to get the screen. And Bentley will shoot the 3, and it goes.
Nice bucket there by Bentley. 34-32. They're still alive with 8 seconds.
And
it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take one as well. Stay with us.
Clint Black. Killin' Time 35th Anniversary Tour. Saturday, April 13th, 7 p.m., Morton Combs Athletic Center. For the first time ever playing his groundbreaking debut album, Killin' Time, start to finish. Plus, more legendary hits. Clint Black, Killin' Time 35th Anniversary Tour. Saturday, April 13th, 7 p.m., Morton Combs Athletic Center. On sale now at clintblack.com. Don't miss Clint Black in this special concert event.
And welcome back with 8.2 seconds to go. Kiara Couch will be inbounded. Those 2 shots.
I don't expect a run-out pass here. I don't expect that. I expect a good screen and get the ball in and put a good free throw shooter on the line.
And Witt gets it in, and that's going to be a foul. And anytime, that you're trying to eliminate any time being left on that clock, and you're trying to get to the foul line if you're Letcher Central, and Witt will go to the line. And she is 1 of 2. She is 3 of 5 so far tonight from the free throw line. 34-32, 7.6 seconds to go. First one is up, and it's short.
Bulldogs still with a chance here.
David,
this is crucial.
Should you put people in the line up there? It's going to be too late now.
Yeah, it's too late to do it now.
And here is the second one, and it's good.
Now Witt will probably guard the ball. From Apple will have to bring it quickly with 7 seconds.
Do you foul? And there's not going to be a foul. Front Apple's trying to get it off. She does. And they're going to call a foul on the to go. And Witt picks up her second foul, as they did not foul before she got the shot up. Do you call a timeout and freeze her?
Well, you see if she makes two of them.
First one is up and it is off.
Well, you don't have to call your timeout now.
So there's no shot that can be, you can't deflect.
This young lady has played. She has
the
played
second one.
well. I think you got to call a timeout, Coach Hare, if you got one.
He does not have a timeout, but it has to be tipped. It cannot be under .3. You have to, and it doesn't hit the goal, and that's a lane violation.
And it looks like that
will be the game. Yep. Couch. It's 35-33, a closely contested basketball game.
Couch will be our player of the game. Giving up, so big win for the two. Both teams played extremely hard, and congratulate both these teams on a great Estill County. We'll have our post-game show and here at Estill County High School. So the guys will be ready for that. So when we come back, we'll get ready for that, and we'll see Manus and I. We'll see you tomorrow night at Powell County High School as the boys get underway. Stay with us. Plenty action still to come.
Appalachian Wireless. Devices get up to $500 off on the Appalachian Advantage Unlimited or nationwide mix and match plans with renewed or new lines. Plus, use a trade-in for additional savings of up to $250 for a possible savings of up to $750. See AppalachianWireless.com for complete terms and conditions. It's Tech Madness with up to $750 off because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Leader. Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
And welcome back, guys, again, as we wrap this one up with our Alice Lloyd College player of the game. And Miss Couch, you played sensational, especially down the stretch.
Thank you.
As she gets her breath, James, again, this one come down to the wire, man. And
ball game all the way around, you know, a real slow, sluggish first half. When you go to the locker room, what's Coach Baker say we got to do?
He honestly told us that we just need to play with energy. Huge game, first night of the region, so he really just told us to get out of our heads and just to play with energy.
Well, not only is it a huge game, but it's a 245-minute bus ride.
Oh, yeah.
You win this one 35-33. You score 12. It's just kind of one of those games you do whatever you got to do to get the W, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Honestly, I'm actually so proud of us, though. We honestly really didn't play good in the second half, and we went in at halftime and regrouped, and we played a little bit better. Honestly, we didn't play our best, but hopefully we can get a practice in and come back, regroup, and play better.
Two of the last 9 scoring, and then you went down and got a stop on the defensive end. That's not bad. Hazard brought their A game tonight. You guys, we got to tip our hat to them, but you all tonight come away with a good victory.
Oh, yeah, it feels good. Hazard's a really good team. It feels good, and I'm a little little tired.
Certainly so.
Well, at this point in the season, it don't have to be pretty.
Oh, no.
It's a win in advance.
Oh, winning is winning.
You know, and being a senior, you have played in the. You know, with you and Jalen starting tonight, maybe on the bus ride home, you know that you punched ticket number 4. Friday night.
Honestly, we just need to play clean basketball. Tonight was very sloppy on our part. We just didn't play our best and we didn't play our game. So honestly, tomorrow at practice, we're probably going to work on cleaning it up a little bit, making the right passes, doing the right decisions, and honestly, hopefully
Letcher County, just go ahead and turn the lights out because everybody will be down here Friday night.
Oh, yeah, they will. Oh, yeah, they will.
We expect it to be a fun. All eyes were on Hazard, but to get a chance to play them on their home court for a chance to go to the finals on Saturday, that's got to feel pretty good.
It does feel pretty good. It does.
James, what would be your final take for this one?
You know, I think you're right. I think the experience, but the way that you and Jalen play the game, especially there late in the fourth quarter, you could tell that you and Carol Holcomb and you all trust each other on the floor. And when it gets late in the ball game, that trust amongst your teammates means a lot, especially in a ball game like this.
Oh, yeah, we do trust each other a lot. We've been playing a lot together for the past couple of years, so we honestly do trust each other, and our chemistry is amazing. Hopefully we can up it up a little.
She loves this game. She's far more intelligent. She's being kind to us in this conversation.
Oh, shout outs to the Cougar Crazies. They weren't here to see us tonight, but our fan section, they'll probably be here on Friday.
This was one of the largest viewed games of probably in the mountains. They are watching from home, and so to them, we would say get out here Friday night, right?
Oh yeah, it's going to be a big game, and we need all the support we can get.
All right, congratulations. She is our Alice. Every now and then we get a word out of him, James Sandlin. Sometimes he's a little quiet and he don't talk as much as I do.
Coach, I think
he's going to have some things to say here.
Will these chairs hold a fat man?
Look at me. I'm proofing the pudding, bro.
Somebody asked Jamie a while ago if he's got a salad. So, hey,
the AD offered me a salad.
You all just like playing close games, Coach.
Yeah, what's up with you,
Listen, we make everything hard, I promise you. And, you know, you can tell I don't have a hair in my head, and the ones I got's gray.
Well, you and the head coach for Estill will have a good competition on who's got the best hairdo here Friday night. Coach, let's start off though with this one. Hazard came prepared. They played hard. They got, I think, what they wanted. The ball just didn't bounce a couple times the way they needed it to, but that's also because of the defense that your ladies played tonight.
Yeah, you know, Todd come prepared. His teams play real well, you know, and Hazard's real young. They're going to be good here in a couple of years, I promise. And, you know, they got some nice players. Fall, you know, either one of us probably could have won by 15 had our shots fail. And, you know, we played a little stale. Those first game jitters, you know, I don't care what veteran team you bring in here, they're going to play this first game jittery.
Well, this, you get on a bus and you ride 3 hours to get here, on top of the fact that even if they are, they're going to be there, man.
Yeah, it is. You know, and I really think our being veterans helped us in the end. I really do. You know, and those are things that's nice to have when you have a veteran team.
You could tell late in the ball game, and I told Kara that, is that you could tell the confidence that you've got in Whit and Dameron and Couch out on the floor, Bailey. You could, and Holcomb, you've got a veteran ball club out there, and as a coach, that's got to make you feel good when you're like, okay, we don't have to panic. We've been here before. Do what we do.
Yeah, and you do, and you know we've been here several times before, and it means a lot. We had close games last year in the region, and you know that experience you Got to play these games to get that experience. And our girls prevailed. I thought we got big-time rebounds at the end that helped us.
Coach, what can you do, if anything, to prepare for a game that's 48 hours from now?
Well, you just go practice what you do, and we got to watch Estill, so we've not played them this year. They have a nice club. They're long and shoot the ball real well. Their post players as athletic as anyone I've seen in the 14th region. And it's on their home floor. They're not going to be wanting to go home. They want to be here on Saturday. They're going to have an extra fight in them.
And you got to believe this place is going to be packed with people wearing blue between you and them both playing in that second game. Coach, we won't keep you too much longer, but again, Friday night.
Girls, go Sporter Boys tomorrow night and Sporter Girls, on Friday night.
And again, he represents the 53rd District well. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for all you do.
Been a pleasure. Good luck to you Friday night. Hopefully we get to speak to you before your game Friday, but I hope you get a little bit of sleep.
Are you bringing Manus and David on Friday?
I rode with them tonight.
Could they even talk with peanut butter stuck in their mouth and stuff?
Did you hear him say he rode with them?
I rode for 2.5 hours with him. You know how many words I said in 2.5 hours?
Between David and Manus, 0. I can already tell you that.
5.
I guarantee
how you guys doing?
If you rode to California, that would be all the words you got.
That was it. I mean, between an old former ball coach and an AD, and they argued over who had more pressure on them. The athletic director or the coach all the way down.
He says it's the coach, by the way.
Definitely.
Thanks for being here, man. And again, to all of you that are at home watching us, we thank you for being here. Hey, let's pack this stuff up and head to Powell County tomorrow night. We'll tip this thing off again about 5:45, and then we'll be back here Friday night. Until next time, good night and God bless you, everyone.
Have a safe trip.